sorry. We are starting with probably our last game of 2023. So let's make it a memorable one. And let's start with experience points. Gustav, what are you buying for your character?
Lately, I've been a man of sheer fucking will, so I'm gonna take 5 willpower.
Your fucking force of will.
I'm gonna try and learn
I've
prepare
been a man
poison
of
and
character.
strike the stun over the next few sessions, though.
He's a man of character. Sheer fucking will is something that you very much lack. Also, I don't remember the exact quote from the first John Wick, but I think it was something like that. Okay, so willpower for you, Gustav. Nice choice. Johannes, what about you?
Well, I'm thinking, because I remember last time we were talking about learning sling, but I think I have to spend 200 for that, right? Because
Yeah,
it's not in my.
it's-
Okay.
It's out of
So
your,
I have.
it's out of your skill like tree, so to speak.
If I gave him, is there a possibility for me to give him XP towards it?
What do you mean?
Since I am teaching.
No, I don't think you can give XP.
He still needs to.
Just wondering.
Like, funnily enough, if you want to buy something out of your comfort zone, essentially, you need to have someone teach it to you, and you need to spend extra XP. That's the thing. That's like
Okay.
Yeah, sure, you can have this the skill or the trait, no problem, but you need to spend much more time, and you need to have someone to show it to you.
It makes sense. I mean, I think like an engineer, for example, he's gonna learn and more new engineering shit a lot easier than he is like, oh, I'm gonna learn French on the side.
Yeah.
Like learning French is gonna be a lot harder than his engineering shit, which he does every day.
Or an academic if he suddenly wants to learn, a martial, like some kind of martial arts, right?
Yeah.
So Johannes, you need to buy 200 for the sling.
Right.
If you
Okay.
want to
So that pretty much seals it right there because I only have 195, so I'm just gonna hold off.
Okay, so you're holding
because that's in my mind that's what he's doing. I'm learning how to do how to kill shit with rocks.
Remember that that also takes a bit of time depending on the skill, of course. You will learn how to use a sling much faster than, for example, you learn a new language, right? Okay, so Lambert, what about you?
Well, you guys know it's the Christmas season, and I'm got the gift of gab, so I'm buying some more fellowship, boys. Bring me up to a fellowship of 61.
61.
Damn.
Nice.
Just trying not liking me.
Yeah. 61 is quite
fucking
a lot.
good.
Yeah.
It can go 20 higher.
20 higher, yeah. To almost 81. 81. Okay, so we have the skills. We have XP spent. Who's making notes?
Marlon.
Who's is it my turn or?
It's my turn on notes.
Okay, I guess I'll take first notes of the new year then. I'm volunteering that, by the way. I'm not like taking that responsibility from somebody else. I'm just gonna go ahead and volunteer for it.
Okay. Like, I mean, we are doing notes like 3 per person. So, Gustav, Brian, is this your first or second time?
Well, it would go to either me or Andrew, and I don't want Andrew's first session to be like, "Hey, take notes, dickhead."
Okay. Can't wait for Andrew. Like, he's playing a dwarf, right? From what I understand.
I have no idea what he is playing.
Okay.
You know more than me then.
No. I mean, according to what he wrote on Discord.
Oh.
Like, I understand
okay.
that he's going for a dwarf or an elf or something. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Probably a dwarf would be better. All elves are assholes, after all.
Yep.
As we know from Talakheim.
I don't mind Finrod.
What, Gustav? Sorry.
I don't mind Finrod so much.
Yeah, he's
Finrod's alright.
Yeah.
We have more favorable view of elves in Marienburg.
But I still remember the elf from Talakheim, Sean. Brian, you remember him?
Yes.
The genocidal prick that he was.
Yeah.
Anyway, we are starting. We are getting back to Altdorf, the capital of the empire. in the year of our Lord Sigmar 2522nd 22.
Year of our Lord.
Yeah, well, I mean, let's not go down this road. No Sigmar shaming in my house, thank you.
Me, I didn't say nothing.
Very good. Like last time you. Yeah, what were you doing actually last time? I don't remember.
I did put the notes up, but yes, I don't remember. Every time I don't remember. So.
We were still at that like hippie bar.
Oh yeah. I gave the guy an extra silver at the end. That's what
about people around the drinks.
Yeah.
But we got the skinny that Guarina chick is someone we really want to look at because she's.
I heard that stuff is bad for you.
Yeah, she's weird.
Yeah.
She's a vampire.
that was the last woman. The guy who killed a large part of his family was meeting with, right?
Yeah.
Gorina, and she is staying somewhere to the on the other side of the river. On the other side of the river, sorry. Near the Palace of Justice, if I recall correctly. She had sorry. She has long black hair apparently. Wears strange dress, stuff like that. So yeah, that's that. What's your course faction now? Actually, no, sorry. She wasn't the girl, Johannes. Gaston, the last girl that Clodomiro saw in his bar. That was the woman with long hair, strange dress, strange accent. Talked about distant lands, stuff like that.
Right.
But Guarina, she was someone completely different. Someone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I thought for some reason, okay. So, well, he said, Guerrero.
Yeah.
He said, I think Guerrero is the name.
Yeah. And now the plot twist. Sorry, Clodomiro says that he thinks that her name was either Guarina, stuff like that. Yeah. So now we are on the same page. we can return. Yeah.
Gonorrhea.
Yes, gonorrhea. So yeah. So that's the thing is. So I forget what type of what.
I think it's too fairly
day
early.
It is.
I believe.
Yeah.
We're not really, unless it's very necessary. We're not really saying what day exactly it is, or what date. It's like middle of the weekday, let's just say, and it's I think fairly early, like maybe past noon, early afternoon, of course. And you are here currently, like right here, because here's the university.
It would help if I had the map panned up.
Yeah, the University of Altdorf.
Okay, yeah.
You've just finished your meeting with Clodomiro in his in his tavern / inn, the Red Dragon pub.
Okay, the Red Dragon.
It was called. Lambert bought everyone around, and he also bought 4 jugs of dwarf ale for you guys, if I recall correctly.
Which was not actually dwarven.
Yeah, but it was still pretty good.
Still pretty good beer.
Yeah.
But yeah, you handled yourself well in not pointing out to him that his beer was shit.
Yeah. And what is your course of action now?
I think that while we're at the university, we should try and find some literature on the sort of stuff we've been dealing with lately.
You mean the Crimson Shade?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't say that out loud, but yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have any books about drugs?
Yeah.
I don't think we have time for that right now, to be honest.
Well,
What do you mean?
Gustav and Johannes actually roll intelligence. Only you guys. Sorry, Lambert.
You saying I'm not intelligent?
It's not about that. At least
Where's my intelligence?
I'm going to tell you that's not about that. Okay, 74.
Oh yeah, we suck.
Yeah. Gustav, you need to speak a bit louder, Brian, because something like cuts you off from time to time.
I used a luck, but
Okay.
didn't matter.
Unless
it was a bonus.
Yeah. You're thinking that's probably it would take some time, but you would be able to find a book about your problem here.
Okay.
But it would take time probably, and you're not sure if you're not students if renting the book would be easy to do, right?
In my opinion, we don't have time. We need to look for this Guarina chick.
Perhaps we split up.
No. Splitting up is killed. Splitting up bad. Bad. You should know better than this. But you're all intelligence for you. You should know better than that.
Do it all the time.
Like it might work. I'm taking notes today too, so
yeah.
Like it might work.
Splitting up is always a good idea, right?
Do what?
Splitting up is always the answer.
Yeah.
It's always the preferable option.
Yeah.
Well, we're at 7 on the map, and we have to get to the red circle as the shepherd's wand, right?
It's very close.
Yeah, so I'm not on the other side of town and gonna get jumped necessarily.
Well, wait a minute, but where were we? So I remember we were doing a bunch of things.
Mm-hmm.
That I remember, and I remember that we. Because what's her name's the Schnitzer's house is the place where the murder happened.
Yes.
But
Schnitzer's house is here. You are here.
And we know that Guarina is from somewhere south, but she has a house in
somewhere
town.
Here.
And, so not that far either.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
On the other side of the Reich, but you're not exactly sure where.
And what else were we looking for? I feel like there was a third thing.
Remember that there was the club that Gaston got an invitation to.
Which is around here.
No, it's close to the wall in the south.
Yeah, it's close to the
wall.
Okay.
So I missed that.
It's a very...
sorry, not there. It's like here.
It's like the south. The south can be here, can be here, can be here. Like... I don't think that you got the exact destination of the location of the club, but I may be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. The club in question is called Golden Triangle. It's an explorers club. Probably very fancy. I mean, it's called Golden Triangle, so it sounds like it's expensive. And all of you guys, including you, Gustav, you can roll on Marienburg because it's practically the same thing. You can roll Common Knowledge, Empire, or Wasteland with plus 10% modifiers, let's say. Gustav passed. Johannes didn't pass by 10, sadly. And let's see how Lambert will roll.
Sorry, I'm having trouble with the site. 1 sec.
No worries.
What am I rolling again?
Common Knowledge Empire.
Common Knowledge. Do I have it?
Well, yeah, you do have it. It's just whether or not you wrote it down or not, because it's one that you have to enter yourself.
Yeah.
It's in the advanced skills section because they.
I'll have to write it in then.
It's just off your intelligence.
Yeah. Your intelligence plus 10%.
Yep. There we go. And intelligence. There we go. All right. Sorry. Boop.
Yeah, you've passed. Plus 10. You've passed.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, no, I know
plus
he did
10.
with
All right,
plus 10.
cool. Yay, not a bunch.
Not a bunch. All right. So Johannes, all you know is that the Golden Triangle is probably an expensive club. Gustav and Lambert. You remember, from your voyages through the Empire and the Wasteland. Gustav, from your time in Marienburg, which really is almost like an imperial city, like it used to be an imperial city. The clubs, the real clubs, expensive ones, the real deal, they are notoriously hard to get into. Like, you need to have an invitation. You usually need to know someone to get you in. And they are just very posh, very, like, fancy. Definitely, you can just walk from the street.
We have invitations, right?
You have an invitation for Gaston Schnitzer.
Oh.
That's true. But that said, and Gustav, you're probably you're more sure about this than Lambert, given your role. That even with the invitation, you will probably have trouble getting there. If they know Gaston, of course, then they will simply arrest you, because Gaston wasn't nobility, but he was a man. He was a rich man from a rich house. So was impersonating him is a crime in the Empire, of course. Not as severe as impersonating a noble, which means death penalty. But probably quite a few years in the slammer. And even if they don't know him, like, for example, you need to have the right clothes, you need to speak the right way, stuff like that. It's very hard to get inside a club, a real club. I mean, of course. At least that's what you think. Same with you, Lambert, of course. And you, Johannes, you just know that, Golden Triangle sounds fancy. Yeah.
Boys, is this? Are we gonna have a heist tonight?
I don't know.
Tonight?
No, not tonight. We gotta figure it all out.
Oh, I was about to say.
That's what a heist is all about, man.
Let's get the horses before the cart.
Yeah, that's the best way to do the heist.
I presume that you left the Red Dragon pub, and you're now on the premises of the university. Surrounded by students, but also talking quietly, probably on the side, so that no one can hear you or intercept you.
Talking about heists.
Yeah, of course. There are lots of people around you. Like I said, you hear the bells summoning students for their lectures. There's this academic energy all around you, and you are in one of the most prestigious institutions in Altdorf right now. The university is.
Look, I think if there was time to sit in... Sorry, go ahead.
No, that's what I want to say. That the university is Altdorf University is widely known even outside of the Empire, from what you've heard. Now, on to you, Bran.
I'm gonna say if there was time for us to sit and drink with these bohemians here, and one more person dies from overdosing on, I'm not gonna say it out loud, but we could have done something. I mean, that's on us. So I think both are important. Maybe we should meet back at the Shepherd's Wand.
Okay. See you later. Bye.
But okay. So
Come on, Lambert. Let's go.
So where are you going? Are you going somewhere or?
Yeah, we're gonna go find that chick, Guarina.
Okay. Because from what I understand,
near the Palace of Retribution.
Yeah.
Which is just across the bridge. It's not like...
I don't like it when Mom and Dad fight, and I can't choose between the two of you.
So you go a third place.
You go with your creepy uncle.
Yeah, there you go.
Fuck,
honestly, I think I'll be safe here. I mean, I'm just going to the library.
All right.
So
well, that sounds more suspicious than whatever the hell the other one's doing.
I think Johannes is going to need your help.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Johannes.
Yeah.
Okay. So with that, you split the party.
It sounds so ominous when he says it.
Yeah, I know, and it always ends badly.
In tragedy.
Yeah, Johannes and Lambert, you leave the the borders
You leave
of
Gustav to his fate. Yeah.
you leave Gustav to his fate, and you also leave the grounds of the University of Altdorf. And once again, you step onto the busy Altdorf street, and just make your way back to the Street of 100 Taverns, to your as of now living place. There are lots of people on the streets, of course, but well, I mean, fortunately or not, it's probably hard for you to decide. Most of the refugees from the north and the east, they are gathering of course, in the poor quarter, the eastern part of the city. Even so, many of them are, of course, here as well, and sometimes the side streets are simply clogged with the filth of humanity. Lots of unwashed bodies and desperate people begging for even a single brass penny, so that they can survive another day. This, of course, mixes with your usual Altdorf flair. Altdorfers are notoriously patriotic and very. They can be very flamboyant, and they always follow the latest fashion trends. Some of them are really weird. Old disheveled buildings. They are sharing the streets with newly built, well maintained, stone and wood tenement houses, or chapels, or shops selling expensive either foodstuffs or just or gear or
Shit.
or other things. It's just like Altdorf is sometimes almost too much. Like the sensory overload is real.
I've been to Rome. It's probably like Rome.
Yeah, it's a bit like Rome, except of course the architecture. Like, if you would be RPing in Tilean, then I would have an easy time, because lots of Italian cities, they still look like like back from the Renaissance era. Anyway.
Gorgeous.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Gustav, you are trying to to find a library, right?
Yeah.
How are you doing this? Are you just looking yourself for by yourself, or asking someone, or maybe trying to read the signs, because of course there are signs here, showing directions to various places of the university?
So I'm wearing my robe, or my sash, I guess, whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna ask somebody.
Okay. So in that,
I'm gonna ask if there's like a library of medicine or something.
yeah, in
Or
that case, please, of course, roll for fellowship.
Damn.
Wait a second. How? Oh wow, 5. All right. You've you found a servant of the university. One of the people who is probably responsible for keeping order in this place, keeping things going. A middle-aged man dressed in the robes of the of this school. You approach him. He looks at you. You immediately see that he's a no-nonsense man. One eyebrow raised, and he's like, "Yes, can I help you?"
Yes, sir. I'm trying to find the library of medicine, or if there's a college of medicine around here.
Actually, let me quickly roll one thing for him.
See if he knows where it is.
Curious accent you have, boy. Is that is that Wastelander I hear?
Can I make a quick timeout?
Sure.
I just want to say that I love that anytime that you're like, hey, curious accent, dude, you go into the best Michael does a
What?
Southern accent.
Because that's the only American accent I can do.
I just want to say I really appreciate it.
I'm sorry.
All right, sorry.
I
No, it's
tried
all
to
right.
do New Yorker once. It was horrible.
Yeah, everyone does a terrible job.
I'm walking here. I'm walking.
I'm walking
Hey,
here, okay? I'm walking here, and you are interrupting. Yeah, it's you can hear.
Oh, that sounds New York. It just sounds like like a Eastern European, Jewish kind
guy
of
from New York. Okay, sorry, Brian. He of course he's saying that without any malice or anything. It's just like an observation from him.
I was born in Marienburg, but I spent my formative years in Leidenhoven.
I see. Very well. You're looking for what? For library for medicine, yes?
Yeah.
And he, let me show you. And he takes you there. You had
Thank you, sir.
you had a 5 on your roll, so it's not, he's not just going to tell you where it is. He actually takes you there by himself. By himself.
He's actually a little flattered by your presence.
He's
working
going
up
to
the
give you a
courage to
piggyback
ask
ride
After
there.
all,
Mm,
I need to play that more in this campaign. Like, everyone stand aside. I'm a doctor.
he takes you there, and he says along the way, the medicinal library is part of the temple library of Verena, the great library of our fair university. You will probably find anything you want there. Anything you want. That said, make sure that all of your passes are up to date. You know those.
My passes?
Well, yes, your student passes. I mean.
No. Right. I have to go back to the dormitory and pick those up, I guess.
He sighs. Well, hopefully, maybe they'll let you borrow a book, and then you'll be able to bring the passes. You'll be able to bring the pass like in a few hours or maybe tomorrow. Just be careful. The priests of Verena are running the library. They can be very strict. Very strict. Yes. After that, it's just small talk about nothing at all. Actually, you reach the place rather quickly, because even though there are lots of students on the corridor, this man is one of the, he's not a guard per se, but he does, garner respect. So the students just get out of your way. You have no problems, and very soon you reach a truly immense sandstone structure with 4 tall spires surmounting it. And of course, within the temple there are side chapels to Sigmar and other major gods, not only to Verena. However, only priests of Verena attend daily. And the goddess chapel is like, fittingly enough, a quiet reading vestibule that connects the temple to the library itself. Yeah, and naturally lots of people here, lots of students. There is a long line leading to the desk, a long line of young people wanting to either return a book or to what's the word? Not borrow, but
Check out a book.
What?
Yeah, check out.
Yeah, check out.
Yeah.
Thank you. The man left you here with kind words of good luck, and as you look around, Gustav, you can see that this place is just immense. There are just bookshelves going all the way to the ceiling. And there are just thousands of tomes here, and as you were approaching the library, you saw that probably another wing was built. Like there was scaffolding, all the stuff. You're not surprised, given the amount of tomes here.
Out of character, Verena is the goddess of law. Is that right?
Of law and of knowledge, yes.
Ew. Okay.
She's a very, yeah, she's a very respected goddess. That said, of course, lots of her teachings fall on deaf ears and are not really respected, not only by common citizenry of the empire, but also by the, well, ironically enough, lawmen themselves.
Natural enemy of Ronald too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. Meanwhile, Johannes and Lambert, you finally reach your, the Shepherd's Wand, your destination. You enter inside, and this is the lunch hour, the lunch time. So, quite a few people inside. Sounds of eating, of merriment. You can see Marla serving tables. She already looks pretty tired because she's been on her legs since the wee hours of morning. But she gives both of you a tired smile and then just returns to work.
And I get that. Marla's usual thing is being on her back.
Yeah.
Oh,
shots fired. What are you guys doing?
What time is it?
It's like 1 p.m. I guess. Like.
Well, I think it's time for lunch. What do you think?
Yeah, Johannes, you know what time it is? It's time for a beer.
We just came from having a beer, but it's time for
another beer.
It's always time for a beer.
Time for a beer and a light lunch. Some sort of light sausages.
Okay. Yeah, no problem. You find a table. One of the.
Awesome.
Yes,
what is a light sausage?
A sausage with a light amount of fat inside, probably. I would guess.
Yeah, super lean sausage, venison sausage.
Yeah, or maybe a vegan sausage, right? If you believe in things like that.
I believe they call that a pencil dick.
Yeah. You find one of the last few, empty tables and take a seat. Very quickly, a young man who also waiters here approaches you, takes your order and brings you, of course, since he knows who you are, he brings back like a medium-sized jug of light beer. And a wooden plate of light sausages with some fried onions and few pieces of bread. And this is the staple diet of
nice light lunch. Yeah
of the empire. Like the Imperials, they love their sausages. So yeah, both of you eat. Are you discussing anything or just
I don't. So like, I want you to go over exactly. I'm still confused. All I did in the Red Dragon was butter him up to where he would tell us what we want to know, and I am still kind of out of the loop on who the fuck Garina is. That's something y'all were talking about with like the witch hunter or some shit.
Well, not exactly, but the thing is we what we didn't share with the witch hunter is that we found a bunch of love letters, and this one particular chick in Guerina stood out to us, not only from the letters, but also that apparently she was the last person to climb in through the window for a dalliance in Gaston's bedroom before he went and murdered everybody.
Nice. This is that party of nobles that went real bad, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. How do you want to play this?
Well, I think we should. Well,
I mean, I don't want to be that halfling in the room full of Longshanks, but I'm that halfling in the room full of Longshanks right now, and I want you to really consider how we're going to play this to not be suspicious.
Well, I mean, I think we want to say that we we understand, that discretion is important for well-bred ladies of the Empire, and we had some things that we would like to return to her possession. However, we need some information, and it would be better to talk to us than to, I don't know, say a witch hunter.
Okay, so we're going to extort her.
Well, in a manner of speaking, we're doing her a favor. It's we're being nice.
And this is a noble woman?
Yeah.
Correction. This is a woman of the nobility. She herself is not noble.
I don't know. I didn't. Supposedly, well, I mean, the Schnitzers they're just a wealthy merchant family, correct?
Yes, very wealthy, but on the level that they can, that they can essentially mingle with nobility.
Right. So yeah, so that's the thing is I think if we go in there like we're trying to do her a favor and be her friend, but we just need to figure out what happened to Gaston, and that there are other scarier people that are also trying to find it, and so it would probably be better to talk to us as a gesture of friendship. Don't think so?
I mean, I'm not against that. I like that idea, and I think it would be what we lead with. However, with the people I've been around to this point, rich people really don't like being parted from things that they think they own. Yeah. And in this case, I don't think that she owns any of the things that she thinks she owns. So she's likely more of a I get around on daddy's money kind of thing.
Yeah.
If we could make this a case of if she's not willing to give us what we want, we could, before we lean into, well, maybe we should let the Templar know about this. Instead, we could lean into, well, that's okay. We'll go talk to your father about this, which would be more of an immediate, like, oh, fuck, I'm going to get grounded kind of shit.
Yeah. We'll sell it to your dad. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No, that works. And then if he somehow gets involved, then we'll pull out the witch hunter.
Yeah. I just don't want, like, I don't think we actually have a witch hunter in our pocket, and believing that that's an option is not going to help us at all.
Well, no, we definitely don't have a witch hunter in our pocket, but we do for a fact know that the witch hunter is investigating this, and that we withheld information from him.
Don't let me into your mistake.
And he knows we withheld information from him.
Yeah, I blame you for that. Anywho, yes. So yeah, okay, cool. So let's finish up our lunch and head on over there. So what do you think? Should we actually bring the letters with us, or should we stash them here? I'm leaning towards stashing them here, but
Johannes, what's your current appearance?
Oh, I do need to buy some clothes.
Let's get you some nicer clothes. I'm going to change into my nicer outfit and get a shave. Yeah. I think we should present ourselves as close to the same sort of moving in the same circles kind of people.
Yeah. Well, I've been meaning to do that for a long time. I've been meaning to do it, off camera, as it were. But
it's around 2 in the.
I'm gonna get super territorial if you guys go to another barber.
No, it's around 2 in the afternoon. I say, we break from here. go get you a nice fitting outfit for this. That's fine. I can pay on that. I don't care. Or you.
No,
can
no,
pay
no.
on it.
Well, I mean, I'll just. We have money. I have a lot of money.
Yeah, I just realized that I had a lot of money. But yeah, we'll get you a nice outfit. We'll get a quick cleanup, and then we'll go take care of this. All right. I think it'll serve us a better. It'll serve us better if we are presenting ourselves as close to what we're pretending to be as possible.
Okay, I think we should spend an hour role playing our shopping trip. What do you think?
No.
Yeah, that's
No,
maybe.
I think you can go back to Johannes, and that'll give me a quick 10-minute pee break and give him a chance to figure out what clothes he wants to buy.
Yeah.
Well, or we, but yeah, I think a 10-minute pee break is
Yeah.
probably a good idea
Yeah.
at this juncture.
We'll be right back, and when we'll get back, we'll get back to Gustav. So,
All right,
Yeah,
love you guys.
Bye.
Hello.
His enemy, and he has another enemy. The English. Therefore, the enemy of his enemy or something. When he starts to and the British go, you what, mate? Well, people, how thin the bloody glass be in it? Thin glass is the problem. Thank you for using this test to speech premium. For a paid version, please go see the creative new coal-fired thicker glass. Then they put a cork in the top, and it allows you to make very low beer. That's right. You can just use thicker bottles, and you wouldn't have to worry about stopping the bottles at all. So Doc goes running back to France. He's panting, he's sweating, and there's bits of brie on his shirt. He's going, bottles, better bottles. Everyone's confused, terrified, but they can talk. I love This new style, even the French royals were enjoying new wine and beer. He even started adding extra yeast and sugar to really get the bubbles going. And so Dom Perignon created today champagne. Now, there's a 19th century marketing campaign that says the moment he uncorked this champagne for the first time, he tried it and said, "Come quickly, I am tasting this." But that's actually a myth. He never really said that. There's still a myth. And this one, Dom cannot fix. Not. If you want still fermenting so that you can keep the bubbles in, you're also trapping in a bunch of dead yeast and debris and gross particles too. Also, it's all cloudy. We want it clear. We want it crystal looking. How will we ever solve this problem? Dom dies.
Google-Fi Wireless has flexible phone plans that keep your family safe and connected. There are plans for any budget. You'll save even more when you get a phone on us with every new line you add. Switch to Google-Fi Wireless today.
What?
What?
I don't know.
So
We're hearing
confused.
some bleed through from somebody. I guess it's Brian.
Brian's
They're
bleeding.
waiting for you. Okay.
Brian, are you bleeding out?
Bleed through, not bleeding out.
Brian, do you need some help? Knock twice if you need help.
I'm back.
You want to talk about it?
Oh, good.
Brian, did you remember to shake it off?
Not quite.
Plays that every time he's in the bathroom. Shake it off. Shake it off. I tell you what. I didn't mean to turn you on. Being played in the locker room at the gym, it has a whole different feel.
I'm sorry.
What?
What? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. What?
You know the song "I Didn't Mean to Turn You On" by was it Robert Palmer or whatever? I mean, it's not by him, but
I don't know what you're talking about. I just heard that you were playing with boys in the locker room or some shit.
yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. Is they would pipe music into the locker room at the gym that I used to go to, and
In medieval Europe, they would pipe music into the locker room. Yeah.
and,
They had this playing in the locker room?
Yeah, I
at a
didn't mean
gym?
to turn you on.
Good lord.
That was also the locker room that I walked in on a guy blow drying his balls. And I was like, what the fuck? I mean, he had a towel on, but still. Like, come on, man. That's just wrong.
Wait, are you talking about like as a high school student?
No. I'm talking about as a grown-ass man and this, like, you know, senior citizen guy fucking putting his foot up on the bench
Wait.
and dangling a fucking blow dryer
trying to think,
under his towel.
Was it the
What's
blow
the-
dryer that they have there, or was it his own blow
Yes.
dryer?
No,
like
no,
the
it was-
hotel
it was-
blow dryer.
Like the
God.
hand? Like when you wash your hands?
Man.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I think like if a gym has good bathrooms, I'm sold on the gym. I've left so many gyms and this has come up more than once. Walking into the gym walking into the bathroom after a workout to like get a quick rinse and then put on my clothes, only to like walk into there to somebody whacking off.
Yeah.
I'm like, I mean, I guess that's a way to get your heart rate up, but Jesus Christ.
Well, yeah. So this gym was a fancy gym that we used to go to. So, like for instance, Mike Bibby hung out there and played basketball. If that gives you any indication.
Is that why you joined it?
No, not at all. I did. It was only after
Just
we'd been there. For
added to the flavor that you were looking for. You were looking for Mike Bibby.
Yeah, well, you know, and Rolls Royces and Lamborghinis in the parking lot, that kind of shit. You know.
Oh, I forgot you're a finfluencer.
Yeah. But yeah, But yeah, we don't go there anymore because they were fucking dicks. I mean,
Ooh.
just expensive. Oh, who were dicks? Just the gym. It was just when we started, it was cool, and but then it got to be like everything else in the Scottsdale area where it's like and a lot of gyms just in general. It was a real meat market, and you had to be people were dressing up to go to the gym, and these chicks putting on makeup, and then they just hang out in the cafe. And
Just go to a cheap gym because the cheap gym is where people are actually going to go fucking work out.
right, well, that was the problem, and it was like super crowded. You couldn't get on machines, and it was just like
Also,
fuck.
like the cheap gym that's like local to us has a sauna, and that's a fucking win for me.
That is a win.
Sauna is always nice.
And very rare here.
Yeah.
Yeah, in Alabama, I'm sure.
Well, the whole state is basically a fucking sauna.
Yeah.
Always
Or like a
humid,
steam
always hot. Yeah.
Dude, it's like 70 degrees today.
Oh,
It's December.
Yeah, we have snow.
It rained all night last night.
We have snow
Yeah.
and we have ice outside, so
I love it.
Yeah, real
I
winter
love
right
it.
now.
Let's trade.
Oh no, I was once to Florida. Love
Oh,
Miami.
God.
Jesus Christ, but I would not last a week there with the humidity and the heat.
The
I-
wildlife.
yeah, mosquitoes the size.
Yeah,
Of
No, I
sparrows.
want to point that out. A lot of people shit on Florida and think like, hold up. Correction. They shit on Florida justifiably. But a lot of people, like, when they talk about like dangerous wildlife in the US, they're talking about fucking like grizzlies and shit. And that's true. That's really only like a quarter of the US, maybe.
Yeah.
The Everglades are the deadliest part of this entire fucking country.
because of the gators.
Not just the gators. Let's talk about the spiders and the snakes and
Okay.
every other fucking venomous thing we can throw in
You
there.
just disappear out there.
People just disappear. There's like it's like the moors in Scotland. Like there's just sinkholes and you won't see it.
Oh,
I remember in the 90s, there was a plane that crashed in the Everglades, and they didn't find a single body. It was like a huge, like
Jesus,
overnight, all the bodies just like.
this is some horror stuff. Shit.
It must have been like a
it's
gator
the-
feeding frenzy,
Carol
It's the
Baskin's
realm-
husband.
Yeah. It's the realm of gators and fucking it's whatever variation of Bigfoot lives there.
Florida,
skunk
man.
ape.
Right?
Florida man.
Yeah, Florida man. There's the wild Florida man robbing liquor stores with an alligator.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, okay, yeah.
What was that one? I don't think I'm not sure if he was from Florida, but it was the mugshot of the guy who tried to rob a bank after paying a wizard $500 to make him invisible.
That was like Ohio.
Okay. that I recently saw that picture again. I was like, huh.
And like it was at his arrest. He was like, "Oh wait, you guys can see me? Oh shit!" And he's like, "I'm still wearing my shoes." He still thought he was invisible.
Oh wow.
Oh,
Was
this,
he naked?
Yes.
Okay,
man.
I didn't catch the naked part.
Hey man, meth is a hell of a drug.
Yeah. Fuck no.
Gustav, you are waiting in the line, and you've been waiting for like a good 10 minutes, maybe, maybe more, maybe slightly less. Eventually, you reach one of the clerks because, like, of course, this is not a single desk, like it's not a short single desk. Like that. There are like 5 clerks here, and still there are lines. The man is mousy. He has big spectacles on his, like tall head, resting on a long, almost vulture-like neck. He has hooked nose. He looks thoroughly unpleasant. He looks at you with this mix of annoyance, boredom, tiredness, and scorn, and asks, "Yes, student, how can I help you? Be quick about it."
Out of character, do I have to talk to this guy, or can I just go look at the books?
You don't think that you can just go look at the books. Actually, you would need to roll for that.
Okay.
Your intelligence, I would say, plus 10%.
Okay.
You know that you're not a student of this alumni. What this means is that you would probably not be able to read everything here that you want. That said, you also know, at least you think so, that this library, even though it's on the university grounds, it is a public library. So, most of the tomes here are for everyone. You guess that if you would want to borrow a book, you would need to go to this guy. But if you want to just read a book, you can go and read a book.
I guess I need to look for
that said,
like a stallion botany or something, right?
Yeah, that said, it depends on the topic of the book, of course. Because you are looking for the book about which mentions Crimson Shade, yes?
Yeah, but I would try and look for something that's not explicit like that, like
Okay.
you know, like the flora of Astalia, or like
that's no troph stuff, essentially, of course.
Antidote preparation, you know, things like that.
Mm-hmm. Detox, stuff like that. Okay.
Yeah.
Then you think that you don't need this guy right now, at least.
Okay.
And you know, he looks at you in a rather irritated way. Well, people are waiting, student.
I'm gonna like pat my shirt pockets and act like I forgot something. Oh, apologies, and I'm gonna leave.
And you know, he just sighs heavily behind your back, but says, "Next, please." You know, that doesn't make any fuss about it.
I left my papers in my other robes.
Yeah, I left my papers in my yeah. What's the word?
Back at the frat house.
Yeah, exactly, the frat house.
Yeah.
When I was filming the Girls Gone Wild video, right? Okay. Well, you are looking for the botanic section, I presume. Floral botanic section, yes?
Yeah.
Alright, now, sadly this will require a few rolls from you. Mainly to see how much time will you spend, because, and I can't emphasize this enough, this library is huge. It's like a palace full of books. There are, of course, you know, multiple levels here, lots of tables for reading, some of them large tables around which, you know, dozen people sit and just, you know, read their books. Some of them small, hidden in alcoves. There are, of course, guards, the university guards. They are called porters, remember. They're making sure that everything is in order, that no one is stealing books and, you know, making any sort of ruckus. And of course, it's a library, so most people, so like mostly it's very quiet here. And if someone raises their voice, they are almost immediately hushed, you know, by others. Yeah. So now, please start. Let's start rolling with a plus 20% intelligence perception test, or academics if you have them.
No, I don't think I have academics.
Okay. So, oh, 4. Yes, 4. Okay, very nice. How much intelligence do you have?
Intelligence 43.
So 63 with plus 20. Wow. Okay. So I think that's the only roll that you need, because that's like 5 full successes.
Take it.
You rather quickly locate the botanic section. And it's of course large and comprehensive one. It's very close to the medicine section, actually. And as you are, you know, making your way through the, like, between the book aisles and you know, looking around you, you clearly see that there's just so much to discover here, so much to learn. You also pass, pass by another students and even people who are not students. You see, some of them, some of the people here look like they are perhaps healers, like actual doctors, medicine men and women. You see that in a small side alley, a very strange-looking man, rather young, is studying a thick tome. You don't know about, you don't know the exact title of the book, but the man in question has long green robe. He's barefooted, and there's a staff, that he's casually holding onto. He definitely looks outlandish, you would say.
Green, is that something I would know? Like,
you guess that he might be, like, without any roles, that he either might be some kind of a priest or maybe a magister.
okay.
Given the fact that no one is bothering him and no one is getting near him, there's this aura about him. Even when you took a glance at the man, you think that that the wood of the nearby, of the nearby shelves, it looks vibrant. It looks almost alive, like much younger than it should be, honestly. And even from when you were walking, when you were standing, you can smell freshness, like the smell of maybe of a fresh forest or a meadow coming from the direction of the man. And he also looks completely serene and not even noticing anything around him.
I'm a barber surgeon. I'm gonna ask if that's some kind of oil that he's wearing, fragrance. I'm not hitting on him. I want to be clear.
Okay.
You guys are all so fucking horny.
Yeah. So you're approaching the man and want to speak with him, right? Yes?
Yeah, he's reading the book that I'm trying to get to, right?
No. He's reading just some book. You're not sure which book exactly is, he's reading right now. It's a big tome, of course, encased in leather. He's reading it while he's standing. He's not sitting at any table or a desk. As you approach him, the man looks up and he looks at you. You can see that his eyes are also vibrant green, very, very, very green, like unnaturally almost so. He smiles lightly. Yes, can I help you with something?
Oh, I was actually looking for a book on the botany of Estalia.
Estalia. And he says a few words. Do you have a stallion?
No, I don't.
So he says a few words in a rather thick imperial accent, but they are foreign, of course. And he, looks at you, waiting for a response.
I don't speak it.
Ratsy.
Oh, and he says, "Oh, I'm sorry. I thought that you might be from those lands. Even though you don't really look like an stallion. Your skin color is very pale, and there are not too many blonde people there."
I'm from up north near Marienburg, just outside of Marienburg, actually.
I see.
I'm a healer, man. My name's Gustav.
Oh.
I go to shake his hand.
He puts the book away, and still clutching the stuff in his one hand, he shakes your hand.
I have the
his other one.
tattoo of the bleeding heart on the hand that I put out to shake, so you can see that.
Mm-hmm. I am Corbinian Shrek, he says. Jade Magister.
Binion Shrek?
I've entered this into
okay.
chat. Magister of the Jade College, he says.
Jade College.
Yes.
Oh shit! He's the magister. Okay.
Oh wow.
You know what a College of Magic is, right?
I've heard of it. Absolutely.
Yes.
But it's one of the schools of science, I joke, that
And he
I've
says,
not learned of yet.
well, you can say that we do learn science in the walls of our colleges. Aside from other things, it's not all about casting spells, you know. He says, you are a healer, Gustav. You see that he says that with respect, and you know he nods his head. That's commendable. It really is. Really is. You are trying to help other people with your skills.
Yes, I believe the goddess's mercy is a beacon of hope to the rest of the world.
And you're Shalian.
I am.
I see. And he nods. Well, he says, very nice meeting you. Can I help you with anything?
Yeah, I'm explaining. I was trying to find a book on the flora of Estalia.
He says, I think I saw a few books about Estalian trees and herbs. Few alleys down this direction, and he points in some random direction. Follow me, I can show you.
Thank you, Corbinian.
He simply nods. When he starts walking, you swear that you see that from under his feet, when he takes steps over the rich fig rugs, for only a split second, maybe even maybe even quicker, blades of grass come, like ethereal, greenish, jade green blades of grass. They just simply sprout and then disappear. You wink a few times because you're not sure if you're seeing this right, and then when you look again, you don't see that. But even so, even standing near this man, you feel revitalized, energized, essentially. Almost like you are, you've gotten a very good night's sleep, you woke up in the morning, and you think that you can take on the whole world.
I'm gonna ask him about that as a healing. I'm very interested in that aspect.
Good.
So, like, sir, I'm walking behind you, and I feel like I just woke up and had a big breakfast.
The green wind. No, he slightly tilts his head in your direction, and you see that there's this slight smile on his face. His face is kind of ageless. You're not sure if he's rather old or if he's rather young. He doesn't have a beard per se, but then again, his hair are practically white, streaked with brown rather than the other way around. On the other hand, he moves like in a very healthy, energetic way, not like someone who is old. He simply smiles. Good on, he says. The jade wind, the green wind of magic. It is a wind of renewal, of life itself. It flows through you.
You can heal with this magic?
Sorry, come again, Brad?
You can heal with this magic?
Yes, among other things. I can use my power to heal wounds or even ailments. Although this is not easy and, well... you hear a darker tone in his voice. All power comes at a cost. As magisters, we've been taught by the elves hundreds of years ago never to overuse our abilities. Because there's danger in that. But, he says, we are of course duty bound to serve the Emperor and people of this fair nation. So, if for example, and of course I hope that this will never be the case, you would fall suddenly ill, I would do my utmost, my best, to help you. But I'm sure, Gustav, that since you're a healer yourself, you would do the same.
Absolutely. I've taken the Wandering Oath.
I see. Tell me, did you... where did you study medicine? In Marienburg or here in Altdorf?
Well, most of my initial teachings were under my adopted father in Leidenhoven. And then I spent some time with the Order of the Bleeding Heart in Marienburg.
Order of the Bleeding Heart.
Unfortunately, I was expelled from the Order of the Bleeding Heart.
But... No,
sorry, go ahead.
No, go on. He listens to you.
I got in trouble for blood sport, which I firmly believe is a healthy way to get out aggression and get exercise.
I understand, but you being expelled.
Minor disagreement that I was expelled for.
But you being expelled didn't stop you from helping other people.
No, absolutely not. That doesn't change my faith.
And this is the most important thing. Then, you are on the right path. You are walking.
Well, thank you.
He just nods. But you think that what he says is true, and that he's not an unkind man, even though, and I want to emphasize that, you do feel strange about him. He's ethereal. He, you know that this man could probably, there are tales about what wizards can do. Some of them apparently can summon firestorms at the snap of their fingers. Others can transmute into animals. Yet others, so it is said, can call down thunder from the heavens and just destroy their enemies with a whim, with a single gesture. But this man, he honestly looks he looks peaceful. He looks like someone who really almost certainly uses his powers for the betterment of others. And as you are walking through the corridor of aisles of bookshelves, I would like for you to roll me perception test.
What up? Oh, do not perceive whatever.
Okay. You want to reroll that?
Sure, I've got one more then, if I do.
Sure.
Perception. If it's plus 10, I pass, but otherwise I fail.
Let me roll quickly and I'll see. Yeah, let's say that it is. At some point, when you are in between a few ales, you think that you're being followed.
I'm going to try and discreetly look over my shoulder.
When you discreetly look over your shoulder, and I really can't stress enough, these corridors are tight. Like maybe two people could walk abreast, and even then, it wouldn't be very comfortable. You are in the side section of the library, and although you hear lots of people around you, they are probably like a bit away, not far away, but a bit away. It's like in the movies, when a hero searches for a book in a public library and suddenly they're all isolated. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And when you take a look over your shoulder, you see a movement over a line of books, like 2 aisles back, like 2 bookshelves back. The movement is obvious enough for you. This is someone who is trying to move quietly.
I'm going to quietly say to to Corbinian, who's walking in front of me, I assume, it seems we have someone very interested in our conversation.
Yes, and someone up front as well, he says. I'm
going to try and look where he's talking without moving my head.
We are being We are getting surrounded, he says. Are you armed?
Sort of.
Can you defend yourself?
It's been a very long time.
Then I hope you remember how to do that, he says. And now we go to Johannes and Lambert. You've just finished your light lunch. You finished the ale, which was equally light. I mean, unless you want to, drink the hard stuff.
No. We need to have our wits about us, Lambert. No brandy for you.
No, nothing too strong, eh? No, of course not. But everyone. I mean, back in those times, and I mean, in the Empire, almost everyone is drinking beer, light beer, because it's more safe, given the fact that alcohol, like you would sooner drink a bottle of beer than a bottle of water from the well, because water from the well can very well kill you. So so yeah, you finish your meal. It was tasty enough as as the food is in the Shepherd's Want. And where are we going now? Do you want to find Guelina Ackner house in Altdorf?
Well, first I need to go. Oh, here. I was looking all over for clothing. I just need. How much does royal garb cost? Yeah, I don't have that much.
Okay.
I'm kidding.
No, I mean, you can buy best quality clothes essentially. You can even buy noble clothes.
I don't have that much money either.
Yeah, but this will cost you.
Yeah. No, I just wanna buy what I would consider, well, maybe not what I would consider, what someone else would consider fancy clothes. But
okay.
I still want to stick with my no flashy colors or patterns or anything like that.
So not ostentatious, but of good quality.
Yes.
Okay, so how quality works? The normal quality is just your base price, and the availability is without any changes. If you want to buy poor quality, it costs half, and you can find it much easier. The availability is like one level easier. Good quality costs 3 times as much as your standard one, and the availability falls down 1 level. The best quality is times 10, and of course it's very hard to get. It falls down 2 levels essentially. So if you want to buy something not very flashy, but also good enough, then I would say that you probably want to buy good quality clothing. Remember, you can of course always haggle, right?
Yep, I have the haggle skill even.
That is very useful. And in the Old World Armory, there's a whole section on clothing. So including like things like different kinds of shoes, stuff like that. That said, I always like the rulebooks section because it just has clothing. Like you don't need to.
Right. You don't need to buy underwear.
Yeah, you need to buy underwear. Or you don't need to buy skull cap or codpiece or whatever the fuck it is. So, poor quality clothing costs, and that's actually funny, 10 silver. Good quality costs one gold crown, and normal quality costs 1 gold crown. Good quality 3 gold crowns, and the so-called fancy clothing 10 gold crowns. Then you also have robes, 15 gold crowns. The nobleman's garb 50 gold crowns. And aristocrats garb 100 gold crowns.
Yeah. Okay, so Lambert, correct me if I'm wrong. Do you have best quality clothing?
I have best quality clothing that I paid out the ass for.
Yeah. Okay. So that's I think I need to.
In the red and blue of our fair city, Altdorf.
Yeah. Can I get something that's essentially black and brown but best quality?
Yes. That said,
you're gonna look like a mortician.
Okay, I'm going to. Yeah, I'm going to dig an extra 10 gold out of the floorboards,
Mm-hmm.
and put it into my carry around inventory so that I have enough money to play with.
Okay, so first of all, I would like for you to roll me fellowship to find the best quality clothing, because remember, you're in Altdorf, so it's not that hard. But even so, times are tough.
I mean,
Fuck you! I'm really using a luck for that,
dude, I mean, I could just take him to the tailor I went to, right?
Yeah, of course. But where
Yeah.
was the tailor? Was it close?
Yeah, man. Like
Okay.
me and Marlo went to it.
Oh yeah. Well, in that case, of
Oh,
course.
yeah, okay.
So
Yeah.
let's say that you didn't roll that, Johannes. You don't need to
Okay.
roll luck. It's,
Okay.
it's all good. It's all good.
No, I find him like looking over clothes at like a street seller. I was like, dude, they're not gonna have it here. Come on.
That said, Lambert, I would like for you. This is still Altdorf, and Altdorf
Yeah.
is no. What I mean, like I said, I don't really enforce this because we would probably kill each other. The whole street changing thing, but sometimes even you guys can get lost here, because remember, you're here long enough that you got accustomed to it, essentially. But I would like for you to just roll me plus 30% perception test. So the easiest one that there is, just for nice. And with that, with so many successes,
The city's a big city for me. I
Yeah.
can remember where things are.
Yeah, even though
All of my landmarks are closer to the land than theirs.
even though when you were leading, Johannes to the tailor, you swore that like the street that you went, that you used last time, it wasn't there now. You still found it. You still found it without honestly any fuss. A tailor and
So,
a nice one.
Meanwhile, Gustav is getting buddy with the Jade Order. I'm for some reason getting buddy with the Gray Order.
Yeah, that's exactly that. You find the tailor in question, and Johannes, you can see that this is in fact a good shop. They won't sell you rags here. Although, and Lambert probably can attest, can attest to that, the prices you guess are also appropriate, so to speak. Which means that this won't be cheap.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah, you enter inside, you speak to the tailor, and you tell him that you want to buy a good set of clothes in grays. Yes, in grays and blacks. Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
He of course looks very critically at your frame. He asks you to stand on this small stool to spread your arms. He starts measuring you.
Okay.
Yeah. He mutters something. Yes. Waist a bit too thick. Yes. Arms disproportional, but we can work around that. Stuff like that. Then he takes the order. He tells you that. When do you want to have this done?
Well, preferably I would like to have it this afternoon, but
No,
So rush order.
yeah, he says that of course it is possible, but it's going to cost you extra 10%.
okay. I'm a man of means.
So, what this means is that this will cost you 4 gold crowns plus 10%. Do you want to haggle with the man?
No.
No, okay.
Oh my god, you're such a boring shopper.
Hey, I just want. Here's the thing. I just want the stuff. It's like me in real life.
No, this is all in character, by the way. Like, the moment you come into money, you're just like, oh, I'm just gonna drop it all.
Well,
I'm gonna max out your credit cards, Lambert.
Oh my god, fuck you. The last time I was here, they had pastries. I'm gonna go hunt down the pastries.
give me 5 minutes, guys. Sorry.
All right, no worries.
Uh-oh, the old battle axe. Oh man,
Zaraz zaczęło spotkanie, to nie powiedziałem ci, bo on miał ci wysłać maila.
oddities.
No to co ja miałem mu mówić? No nie jestem jak sekretarką przecież, tak? Mamo, on chciał ci wysłać maila i chciał tak ci przekazać wiadomość. To była jego decyzja, ja uszanowałem, po prostu. No, no ja też się bardzo cieszę. Wiesz, no świetna wiadomość, tak? Tak, no. Tam tylko prośba, że nie wiem, czy on ci to pisał w tym mailu, czy nie, żebyś tego nie rozkładała, bo chodzi o to, że on nie chce, żeby się dowiedzieli ludzie w Warszawie, bo to z jego matce, on swojej matce tego nie powiedział. No bo ona tej dziewczyny nie znosi z wzajemnością zresztą, tak? Pani Ewa, wiesz, jak zawsze generalnie ze spierdoloniem umysłowym, tak? Zawsze. No. Jedna rzecz, trzech rzeczy można być pewnym.
So,
Podatki, śmierć,
guys.
Po prostu
Hello.
święta
Alright,
trójca
well,
podstaw
looks like they all
tego
left.
uniwersum, tak?
And now I'm sad.
Ona jest bezwzględnie głupa. Ona jest po prostu...
I'm here. I'm just muted.
No.
Oh, okay. If we were to do our trading thing, are we looking at like hiring? One, are we looking at river trade or land trade?
I think we were discussing river trade.
All right, and are we hiring a boat?
I
or
prefer river
purchasing-
trade. Yeah.
Are we hiring a boat or purchasing a boat?
We haven't gotten that far yet. We may have to get a boat on layaway.
I was gonna say, like, if we can get a boat
Or-
on pay like payments, because 600 gold is fucking steep.
Mm-hmm.
Więc ja będę...
Right, well, that's just it. It's like I need to amass 1,000 gold, so I'm gonna be stuck in merchant for a while.
I was looking at it. It's actually cheaper. So say you get a busted boat from the dockmaster or something, right? It has to be fixed up to
somebody
be.
that's got like shipwright trade.
Yeah, it actually takes it shows how long it takes and how much you have to pay them to finish it and what the materials are and everything. And I think it's the Imperial Armory. But you can get an old boat, fix it up, pay somebody to fix it up for you.
Yeah,
Much cheaper than it is to buy a boat.
Yeah, so that's the thing is yeah. Sorry, I didn't haggle for the clothes, but although my character does have plus 10% haggle and some talent that helps me with haggling for shit, I just don't want to do it for this. I want to do it for something that's more like our trade empire rather than I don't want to argue over silver for getting this suit that I need.
I fell out of my chair.
You almost fell out of your chair.
No, I fell out of my chair.
You did fall out of your chair. Ouch.
Ouch. You okay?
Yeah, I'm alright, man.
That's important. Alright, so in that case, Johannes, you haven't haggled with the man. He told you that this will be ready, I would say, 2 hours probably from now.
Okay.
I don't know how, how those people work. I'm not sure if this is too short or too long, but I think 2 hours is realistic enough. You've paid the man. That's
4 crowns.
4 crowns plus 10% of the 4 crowns.
Oh, 4 crowns plus 10%. So that would be fuck.
That would be fuck all.
So.
Let's say just 4 crowns and 10 shillings.
Okay.
Just to make it easier. Yeah.
Okay. So I will give him 5. Tell you what. Because 20 shillings is 1 gold, right?
Yeah, 20 shillings is 1 gold.
I would just give him 5 gold and say, keep the change, my good sir.
He, nodded very politely, very curtly. He says, thank you very much, sir. And, and he actually gave you for that as a freebie a small leather pouch. That's that you can use to store things like a few coins, maybe
like money.
Yeah, maybe maybe a set of
One coin.
yeah, maybe a set of lockpicks, stuff like that. This is just like a small leather pouch that you attach to your belt. It's like
actually probably what I'll do is I'll use it to hold all my sling bullets.
Oh yeah. Like let's say that you could probably hold 10 of them there without much
there you go.
much problem. By the way, Michael, you're not on roll 20.
It just kicked me out. 1 sec.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Now you
There you
you emerge from the shop, and tell me, what do you guys want to do now? Where do you want to go now? Because you have at least 2 hours before you can return here to get your order, Johannes.
Okay. So my suggestion would be, we can do one of 2 things. We can either start looking for this Golden Triangle Club, or ask around spend the 2 hours asking around about it, or we can go back to the wand and copy these letters, and then we'll show her the copies. What do you think, Lambert?
What's important about these letters?
Oh, nothing. I'm just sure that she doesn't want people to know about them. That's all. It's just ooh, your cock is so big, that kind of stuff.
Actually, the letters were very explicit, so to speak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I remember you saying that his letters, it wasn't like poetry. It was like, yeah, I really liked fucking you.
Yeah, like, it was porn, essentially.
It was awkward white people sexting. Got it.
Okay.
Like, these are dick pics before the dick pics, right?
Yeah, there you go. Oh, yeah, that's right. We called him Carlos Danger. Sorry.
Was it the drawing of a penis at the bottom of the page?
Probably. It's a condition.
Lambert, you were saying?
Yeah. I'm gonna go with copying down the letters.
Okay, let's go back to the wand, and I will get out my writing kit. And
I've got calligraphy too. We can double
up.
up.
Hey,
yeah,
we could divide and conquer, and we'll be done that much faster, even though we are trying to kill time.
Yeah, that's that. You return to the wand.
I said, like, it was so urgent to get to Gorina, and you're like, let's go have some lunch, man. Let's buy some new clothes. And then you know what? We gotta wait for the clothes to be finished, and then we're gonna
finally got rid of that old fucking dirt bag and that old that weight in the water goose stuff. Let's go have some fun.
Yeah.
Haven't you realized, Brian? We always talk shit, and then we don't do what we say.
Yeah, this is fucking girls' night. Fuck off.
Yeah. So you return to the wand, and you go upstairs, through the main room. You start working on copying the letters. All right. So who's copying and who's supporting?
I've got an agility of 51.
I do not. But what is my agility?
Actually, this is more.
agility.
Calligraphy goes off agility, does it not?
Are you serious?
I have no idea.
We need to see. We need to check the
look it
skill
up.
in the rulebook. In that case.
Calligraphy.
Read write is intelligence.
Read write is intelligence, but calligraphy is trade. I have to go.
I think a lot of samurai and rappers will tell you that the sword and the pen are one and the same.
Oh my god!
There you go.
Shut the fuck up.
That's
Sword,
deep.
the pen, and the penis.
That's fucking deep. Really. Where's the calligraphy? Let's see. Wait a second.
The skill.
Skill. Yeah, it's a
talent.
skill.
Yeah, sorry, I was looking at talents.
It depends, because if it's a trait, it even says in the book that the skill you're using for it. I mean, sorry, not the skill, but the what's the?
I would say it goes under intelligence then.
Yeah,
personally.
it does. It even says so. Calligraphy is
Alright.
no, sorry, not intelligence. It's agility. It says in the book.
Oh, it is agility! Ha 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 ha! Hooray!
Yeah.
Okay.
Same with.
All right. Well, I've got a 51 in both intelligence and agility. So
Yeah.
Okay, well, you have better intelligence and agility than me, so go ahead.
So
I'm more learned. That's
yeah.
all.
So you're supporting him, Johannes. You can support him, by the way.
Not many people know about the University of Mootland, but it's better than the Altdorf one.
Oh, of
I'll be like,
course.
don't forget to cross that T.
In that
Hey, man.
case, Lambert, I would like for you to collect a total of 5 successes. So this is an extended test. And let's say that a single test is probably 10 minutes, I would say.
All right. Do I have any bonus here?
Yes, you have plus 10% from Johannes.
Yeet. All right. Well, I'm gonna luck that.
No, remember, you haven't botched. You don't need to luck. It means that you simply take longer. I suggest
yeah.
leaving luck for botches.
Yeah,
yeah.
I would. So yeah, it's essentially it's 10 minutes per roll,
Yeah.
and we've got.
And because
So-
and because remember, if you, for example, will succeed 4 times and then you botch on the fifth one, you lose all your successes. But if you fail on your fifth one, simply fail, it means that you can continue. You just take more time. So, roll again.
Yeet.
Nice, a
Yay.
single success. All right. Roll again. A single success. So it's like already 30 minutes, including the first test.
All right.
Roll again. All right. 40 minutes
40.
for successes and 1 more success. Very nice.
All right.
It almost
50 minutes.
yeah. It takes you less than an hour. It took you less than an hour, but you have copied the letters. Now both you, Johannes and Lambert, roll me intelligence test. Just basic. Nice.
Right on the dot, baby.
Yeah.
Oh, I failed.
All right, Johannes, you know you're just supporting Lambert with copying the letters. Lambert, you when you were copying the letters, you've noticed something peculiar about the letters that Garina was writing to Gaston. Because, his letters were like, we've discussed this. Yeah, I want to stuff you like a turkey. Whatever the fuck.
Pit roast.
Yes. Give you my men's sauce. Stuff like that.
Injection.
Yes.
You're the door and I'm gonna knock.
But it's like the two. You ever seen the pregnancy shirts? It's like I'm baking the bread and I made the batter kind of thing.
Yeah.
No, I haven't.
Yeah, I like. I forget which porn star it was, but they had posted a parody of that said like, "I'm full of cum," and like I put it there. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
or like, I'm sorry, I'm late. I was doing stuff. I'm stuff, right?
Yeah.
Nice.
So anyway, his letters were straight to the point, your standard vulgar pornographic shit. Her letters, they were equally explicit, but there was something strange about the way she was writing them. Like, they weren't very natural to you. Like, and it's not like she wasn't in the mood. It's like she wrote this in a completely different way than they would normally be written. Almost uncanny-like, almost alien-like. Like someone from completely different culture tries to blend in, tries to say something or write something or whatever, and it just comes off as strange. And only you've noticed that, by the way, because Johannes, he failed his role, sadly.
I don't want to be this guy to Finron, but I'm gonna have to do this. Hey, bud, can you go get Finron? I want him to see something.
Okay. I will go get him.
All right. Meanwhile, Gustav, you continue walking down the aisles with Corbinian. When suddenly the mage just stops, grabs the staff with with both hands, and looks like straight up. You know that this is it. This is the time. From behind the corner of a bookshelf in front, and from behind the corner behind you, emerge two men. At least you think that they are men. They are dressed in a rather peculiar way, because you see that under their long cloaks they have clothing indicating that they are students, or at least that probably maybe they pretend to be students.
How many?
Two, only two, for now. But on those cloaks, they have the long cloaks that I've mentioned before, long dark cloaks with hoods, and they have masks, and the masks are strange. The masks they look like they're made from polished silver, or maybe even glass, with a single slit, for the eyes. They also rather nonchalantly hold long-bladed, slightly curved daggers in their hands. No, there are two of them. And when they emerge, they just look at you. And you can roll me perception test, Gustav, if you want.
Sure. Can I take off my white vestment and start folding it up nicely?
You mean you want to take out your clothes, right?
I wear this white Shallian sash around my neck, like the drapes of my shoulders. I want to take that off and just fold it up nice, so
Yeah, sure, no
I can
problem.
get the lid on it.
You've passed or not?
I failed. I
Okay.
think it's intelligence.
Yeah, perception intelligence.
Unless it's plus 20, I failed.
No, sadly not. Okay. So,
Do I know how they want to fight then? Should I put it back on?
sorry. Because there's this rather uncomfortable, lengthy silence before one of them, the one in front says, Well. Wizard or not, you've been a naughty boy, he says. And you know that he, of course, aims the words at you, Gustav. You've been snooping around too much for your own good, you and your friends. We ought to teach you a lesson. Now, Wizard boy, you can move out of the way. We have no quarrel with you. Corbinian just raised his staff slightly. It's not like, he raises it in a manner to strike the man. It's like he's raising it just to bring it, end down on the rack, and he says, "This is a library, and you are too loud. Now, one chance. Go away, don't come back." Yeah, the boss. She won't be happy about that, says the man behind you, Gustav. She gave us pretty explicit orders. You, Marienburger scum, you've just
Yeah?
What?
I said, oh yeah?
He says,
Wait, what did he say that?
"You've just borrowed your last book," he says, in a way that was probably supposed to be threatening, but, is more, well, I mean, those men are armed, of course, so, but it still came off as rather ridiculous. And with that, the men simply rush you. One of them rushes Corbinian, the other one rushes you. Now we enter initiative order.
Okay.
So this is, remember, D10 plus agility. Whoa, 10. Nice. How much do you have?
48.
48. All right. So you are definitely first. They are. They are second, I think, or third, because I still need to roll for. Sorry, Corbinian, and I also need to. Oh, yeah. Actually, I have it. I have him here. No, you are first. Corbinian is second. They are third. Okay. Okay. So. Roll me. Sorry. So, what do you want to do, Gustav?
Assuming the guy is rushing me and he
Yes.
is going to attack.
They've,
Okay.
they have those low postures. You see that their left hands are gathered under their cloaks. Like grabbing them so as to cover their left sides and actually make you unable to see what's happening under the cloak, while their right hands are poised to strike with those strange long-bladed curved daggers. They look really nasty, by the way. You see that I presume that you're looking at the man behind you. You see that that the daggers they have those as I said, long, slightly curved blades and very long handles, also curved, with this motif of you're not sure because of course it's all happening very fast. Maybe a dragon or a snake at the end of the handle of the hilt. So, what do you want to do?
I want to swing my staff like a baseball bat at the side of his head and try and medically induce a concussion.
Remember, he is not yet near you. He only starts rushing towards you. So you can make a counter charge. But if you want to knock him out, this is I believe is knocking out a full action or a single one?
Oh, don't you have to have
I
strike?
think it's a full action. I don't have the skill, so I was gonna roll in half.
Yeah.
I know I have better chances just attacking him, but I want to I don't want to draw too much blood here.
Yeah. Targeting location, outnumbered.
So what you're saying is you're a D&D cleric.
Yeah.
Right now. Yeah.
Attacker is unarmed, strike to injure, street fighting, or piercing. Okay. So in that case, you can also postpone your turn. You lose one action, but you attack at the end of your turn.
Okay.
If you want to lose.
The quarterstaff has the strike to stun trait too.
But remember that if I recall correctly, you also I think you need to have the the skill to actually strike.
Yeah, I don't have it, so I'd roll in half, right?
Yeah, I think that we agreed that it's half of your weapon skill in that case because it wouldn't make sense otherwise. So yeah.
Yeah.
So you prepare to defend yourself, and I think it has parrying quality, right?
It does. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's also important. And you wait for the man to rush you. Corbinian starts chanting. He extends his left hand while holding the staff in his right above the rack, and he slams the staff hard on the floor while extending his left hand towards the man and saying the words of power. So, let me quickly see. Okay, he's going to use this spell. I just need to quickly. Please, someone make a wizard character next time so I can get accustomed to the to the spells again because I forgot how they
actually
work.
looking at that.
Yeah.
Usually they channel first, right?
No, he doesn't need to. Channeling just helps, but he doesn't need to. Although it's also worth it's always worth to to have channeling. Right, so he has two die. And yeah, unfortunately he failed the spell because he needed 14, and I just rolled 10. So, but
At least he doesn't blow up.
no, he didn't blow up because this is not a double. That's a good thing. You just hear him chanting, and
And he says, "Fuck."
yeah, and he says, "God damn it!" And he's and he extends the hand towards his attacker. The men rush you. They both try to strike you down. First one, let's go with you first, Gustav. Fortunately for you, that you see that those men are they fight like street brawlers, like street scum essentially, like the ones that you've run within Marienburg. They are rash. They make mistakes. They have horrible footwork, and you simply sidestep the man's strike. It went past you, and you are glad that you did, because with a slight shudder you saw you took a look at this at this long dagger, and it's also serrated at one side. You've never seen anything like that. It looks like a tool, not so much of a murderer as of a sadist. Someone who, before they kill their victim, they want to inflict as much pain as possible. The other one managed to strike Corbinian. That said, he has his staff, which has the parrying quality, so he will try to defend himself. And he failed, which means that he now gets a damage roll. Daggers are strength minus, I believe. Can someone check? 3 or 2? I think it's strength minus 2.
-3 damage.
Minus 3 damage. Oh, very nice. So in that case, it's 10. 10 minus 3, 7. Yeah, you hear a grunt of pain from behind you, and you know that your companion has been slashed. But the chant is still going. Now, new turn. Gustav, what are you doing?
Wasn't I holding the action to...
Sorry. Of course. You can attack. My bad.
Okay, so I have a 42 weapon skill. I'm rolling on half. So I need a 21.
21.
But I have plus 10 to strike to stun with the quarterstaff. So is that 31?
You have plus 10 to strike?
It's the quarterstaff is plus 10 to strike to stun.
Yes, in that case, of course, you have 31. Sure.
Okay. Oh, I'm going to use my last luck there.
Okay.
This is important. Okay.
Unfortunately, you try to swoosh him with your staff, but the fact is that it's very hard to use a staff in this environment, because remember what I told you, those alleys between the aisles, between the bookshelves, are rather cramped. They are tight, and your staff, you've tried to strike the man, and all that you managed to do was to bring down like half a dozen books from one of the shelves. Now, new round. What are you going to do, Gustav? You're up. You're first.
I'm going to try it again.
Okay, but do you want to do anything else? Remember, you have 2 actions. So, for example, you can make an aimed attack, plus 10%, which would give you plus 20% with the staff if you want to strike to stun.
I'm aiming right for his temple.
Yeah. That said, if you are aiming towards, a certain body part, well, first of all, this takes 1 action, aiming, and it also gives you minus 20% to hit. But you don't really need to aim with quarterstaff to just knock someone out. This is more for like people who are shooting, ranged weapons. Okay, so roll plus 20% weapon skill test. Wow, nice.
Batter up.
Doggy.
Yeah.
Anybody else want to get?
Now, the only thing that he's going to try, because they're not defending, but he will try and dodge. And they have dodge skill. And unfortunately, he managed to dodge. He moves very quickly, and it's very obvious to you, of course, that this man is not a student, even though, he has student clothing under his cloak. It's probably because your mind works like that. When they will kill you both, they will simply dump the cloaks, and then try to, blend in. And you are, you are afraid because you've been, those men were tracking you, obviously. Corbinian is trying to cast his spell. And now... Okay. Oh fuck it, he's just going to magic missile him. Really, because I didn't knew that those Jade Wizards had such shitty spells. Oh, actually no, I know what he's going to do.
It's like you make everyone in a 12-yard radius not sad.
Yeah. No, actually I know. He's going to strike the man, and he's going to use magic. So first, he's going to use magic first, of course, with his 2 power die, and he passed. He behind you hear the chanting in this strange language that you don't really know. It came to crescendo, and you hear sound of ripping cloths, of something just, ripping material. The man, not Corbinian, but the one, attacking him, screams as something as something is happening to him. That said, I need to make willpower check for him. No. Please note that he lost a single hit point, and he has minus 20% to all tests. This round.
Say that one more time.
He loses 1 hit point, and for
minus.
Wait, because for 3 rounds, every round he will lose 1 hit point, and for 3 rounds he will get minus 20% to every single test that he's making. I take back all the things I said about Jade Magic. This is fucking awesome, and this is their second spell. What happens, and of course, Gustav, you don't see that. You see that from his skin, thorns emerge, and they just bring excruciating pain to the man.
I've read about this spell, yeah.
Yeah. It's nasty, and now Corbinian tries to strike him with his staff. But same as with you, he only managed to bring a few books down. Now the man. First, your guy will declare parrying with his dagger, as well as just trying to strike you down. He's not saying anything, and you don't really see any, except for his eyes, you don't see any feature of his face, because those silver masks are completely covering the men's faces. So, he manages to plunge the dagger into your leg, unless you dodge or you parry. It's up to you, Brian.
I don't. Let me see if I have dodge. I don't even think I have it. But I
Remember,
can
dodge in my game is basic skill. If you don't have it, you test it on half.
Okay. I'm gonna parry.
Mm-hmm.
Nope. This is gonna hurt.
Dagger is strength minus 3.
Well, not necessarily.
11, 11 minus 3, so 8 points total. You have armor?
No, I don't think so. We got armor. I don't think I put any of it on.
Okay.
8 points minus my toughness,
Mm-hmm.
35. So 5 go through?
Yeah.
Okay.
What, he makes me bleed my own blood.
You cry out in pain. He didn't like impale your leg with the dagger, but the blade still slashed open your one of your legs. Actually, your 81 was right leg. And you hear this grunt of satisfaction coming from behind the mask. And now the second guy with minus 20%, he tries to strike down Corbinian, and he fails completely because you hear that the second assailant tries to kill the wizard, but every movement that he makes just elicits more grunts of pain from him, as the power that obviously your comrade unleashed has some effect on the man. Now, new round, Gustav. What are you going to do?
I'm gonna try again.
Mm-hmm.
This is what we're doing for the rest of my life. I'm gonna be swinging this, but just for roleplay's sake, I've taken 2 wide swings with this thing so far. So I'm gonna try and just butt him in the forehead with the short end of my quarterstaff and try and change it up. But it's just the exact same move, like rules wise.
Go for it.
Mm-hmm.
It still missed though.
No, I don't think. Plus 20%.
Oh yeah, no, that makes it 41.
So, since I declared pairing with him, he will try and parry. Because he has a parry literally a single point better than his agility. So, doesn't really matter. I also did that for, RP purposes. Yeah, he blocked rather skillfully the strike on the blade of his long knife. And you see that he even twirled the knife in this very flashy way. And from behind the mask you hear, "You're gonna die, boy." And yeah, that's that. Now, Corbinian actually will use a different kind of power. He will this time probably try and what's the word? Channel. Thank you. That's the word. That said, oh, that's actually cool. Right. Once again, you hear chanting from the man. And first, channel. Oh, that's a botch, and he doesn't have black fights.
Hey boys, I'm gonna use this fight as a chance to go take a quick
sure.
piss break.
Right. Failed spell. Circumstances. Wait a second. I need to just very quickly. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, sorry for that. Remember that I just I haven't used magic in so long. Like last time was with Wrath that I simply forgot. But right, he failed the channeling. He can still cast the spell. However, I am going to simply roll additional D10 die. This is called the Chaos die. And we shall see. Yep, there are 2 6s and a 10, which means his spell works, but there's also manifestation.
Fuck.
Yeah, Manifestation, a great library of Altdorf. I love this game so much. Okay, and in that case, we have lightly wounded +5, stressing sicknesses +5, and this means that double if to die. So I'm just going to roll the 100.
Using a fate point today.
80 total. That's okay. Another D100. That's funny, but nothing too serious. You hear Kolbinian shouting the last syllables of the spell, and something happens, but you also hear him crying like, "No!" You don't know what's of course happening because remember you have your back to him. But what's happening right now, and this is actually pretty funny because this affects practically everyone, including you, Gustav. Suddenly, actually no, sorry, this doesn't affect you. But suddenly you feel behind you a horrible heat, almost like you're standing in the middle of a street during summer, during the worst like heat wave of the century. And you know the assailant behind you cries, "What is this trickery, witch?" And he once again grunts with effort. And please note, Brian, that for 9 rounds he gets additional minus 20% to all tests.
How much?
Minus 20. And now it's his turn. So he.
This guy's like a vegetable.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Actually, he needs to make willpower rolls for this Curse of Thorns. So I'm going to roll willpower for him. No, okay. Note that he gets additional. He lost additional hit point, and he gets the minus 20, so he gets minus 40 now. Because the Curse of Thorns, it needs to be rolled every single turn for him, for 3 turns. He once again, just roars in pain. "I will kill you," he says, and just trying to strike the mage down, but only on 0-1 he manages to do that. No, he failed. The assailant in front of you, Gustav, he's like dancing with the dagger in front of you, and he's just saying, "I'm gonna cut you," he says. The man is full of enthusiasm, but he fails completely. Actually, when he tried to cut you, you almost took out the knife from his wrist with the slam of your staff as you defended yourself. You also hope, Gustav, like this fight is not quiet, that someone will notice this. But then again, also remember that like something very strange is happening here because probably of the magic, but you feel behind you just this, as I said before, this heat, this high temperature. Now, another round. What are you going to do?
I'm gonna try again.
Mm-hmm.
I'm set on stunning this guy.
Nice.
Damn.
You're not dodging, dude.
Yeah. I only declare. I didn't declare anything except for except from attacking. So he will try and dodge, and that's it. And he.
Oh, son of a bitch.
He managed to dodge your strike. It's like your strikes are very well made and they are expertly delivered. That said, this man is clear to you that he's a seasoned fighter, probably a street brawler by the way he fights. You saw that in Marienburg, and he uses the fact that you have long weapon in a tight environment to his advantage, and he just dances around it. Although you can, like I said, you don't see his face, but you can feel from him that he's not so sure about this anymore. Like he probably thought that you would be an easy prey, but you are still standing, and even though you're not doing any damage to him, you are defending yourself very well. You know that. Behind you actually. Behind you, you hear Corbinian saying, "Gustav, be careful!" And he tries to. Actually, wait. He will try and channel first because this might help. Yeah, he managed to pass, and with his other action, he will strike the man in front of him. And no, he failed. All right, you're not sure what he meant, of course, Gustav. And the two men are once again trying to give you both bad time. Let's make the one attacking the mage first. He fails completely. Oh, by the way, I also need to make willpower for him. No, note that he lost additional hit point. You even hear him from behind you. This is killing me, man. But this is the last round for the thorns to work, and the one attacking you, he will do something else. He will do a feint. Everything fine?
Yeah, I'm good, bud.
Okay.
Just having a little bit of trouble today.
Sure. Where's the feint?
What do I do with those cherries? There.
Seriously, where's the feint? Like it should be here, but it's not. Okay. Oh yeah, here it is. Okay, so what he's doing is he preparing to defend from you, Gustav. But you see that he also tries to find a chink in your defenses. He's making a feint. What this means is that this is a counter weapon skill test for both of you. Gustav, roll weapon skill, your basic weapon skill.
On.
That's actually rolled you 100.
My keyboard's being laggy, like I'm. Oh.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's that's what he has been doing the whole time is rolling D100, but for some reason it's just like.
Yeah, you've won.
Yeah!
Yeah, you've won. But you see that even there's frustration in his eyes that you see behind his mask because he's trying to find a chink in your armor, but you have none of it, and he simply can't can't find well, he can't find any weakness in your defenses. So
Take your friend and go.
you're saying that,
Yeah.
and he's saying we can't, we have to kill ya, and new round. You hear also Gustav without rolling any perception. Actually, no, sorry, you need to roll perception now. Okay. So what do you want to do?
Live.
Yeah. I'll try again.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
He's going to try and parry this. No.
99.
Okay.
Close enough.
Now, how does strike to stun works?
I feel like there was a D10.
Wait, let's see. Guess there should be rules for that here. Where's the? You don't have it in the description of your weapons, right?
Of the weapons, no.
Okay. Oh yeah. Sorry. I have it here. I have it here.
Okay.
Okay. How this works is that right now we are making a counter strength test. If you win, the enemy must make an immediate toughness test, but only with a +10 for only with a +10 for every single like armor point on his head and only on his head. If the test will be if the test is failed, then the enemy is knocked out for 1d10 rounds. So first we need to make counter strength test. By the way, Johannes Lambert, if this is the time, if you want, you can send Gustav your luck points if you prefer, of course. I allow it.
Okay. I'll give him one.
Okay.
He doesn't need it yet.
He doesn't need it yet, but if he will, of course.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying he needs it.
Yeah. So, Robran, your basic strength.
Damn.
That's good, right? Like I wanted that for this.
Very good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, he failed. Very nice. Which means that now I need to see. Actually, no, they don't have. I don't think they have any armor on their heads.
You mean the silver mask doesn't count as armor?
No. Sadly, no. Sadly, no. No, they don't. It doesn't count as armor. So I just need to roll D100, and he's out for D10 rounds. 1d10.
Nice.
1.
He wakes up with dicks drawn on his face.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like hastily drawn, so not that good.
Give me a second.
What's up, boys?
Nothing much.
You dead
I
yet?
feel like I've accomplished a lot by buying a suit.
Yeah. You're like every like sibling, younger sibling at their older sibling's wedding. It's like I am important now. Even though the suit like doesn't quite fit right.
Yeah.
It's awkward.
No,
as
I
shit,
paid good
yeah.
money for this one. This one's gonna fit. It's gonna fit so good when I eat, it's not gonna fit anymore.
Man, I was very tempted.
Very opposite roleplay experiences today. Like you guys are like having a girls just want to have fun montage, and I'm over here.
Yeah.
It's all in a library.
Are you shaming me for my choices?
No, you guys didn't invite me. Remember?
Exactly.
Lost.
No buzzkills allowed. Go hang out with the nerds in the library. Virgin.
Oh man.
It's actually a pretty fun fight.
Yeah, no, it's. I mean, it's going better than I thought it would.
I feel like in Warhammer Fantasy, wizards should like just use their sword or their staff like 90% of the time.
Yeah.
Like, don't use a spell unless you're about to die anyway, and you don't really have a choice.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like when I played the Amber Wizard, had like 1 or 2 good uses of spells, and then the rest of them were shit.
Yeah.
Like that, what was that? That feather walk or whatever that I did from building to building. That was pretty baller.
Where you turn into a bird?
Oh, the one where I turned into a bird was cinematic, but it didn't really do much for us. But no, the one where I broke into the hospital by essentially walking on air from building to building.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah. That was probably like the best spell I did the entire time. I mean, I was also able to pull off the claws, but I got in trouble for that one.
Yeah, I hardly remember playing my warrior priest.
Oh, yeah.
He had
Actually,
one badass combat spell, but I don't think I ever actually was able to pull it off.
Renthar. Well, I
Yeah,
remember.
that's it.
I remember that you were able to cast the righteous armor or whatever a lot,
Oh, yeah.
and that was pretty useful.
There's like
Yeah,
like an
actually,
extra
it's funny.
3 or 4 points of armor everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah, it's actually funny because I have a piece of paper here from 2020 that I'm using, I guess, as a placeholder in my rule book, and and um has
Here, sorry.
was it Francis? Was that what was so it's Renthar, Snorri, Otto, and then I have written down Fran, but I can't remember what Jason's character wasn't.
We had
Francis.
an NPC priest following us around for a while too. I wonder if that was him.
No, it was Jason's Knight of Moor still, I think.
Vincent.
Oh, no, it wasn't Vincent then. It was somebody else. Maybe it was maybe it was the priest.
The Tilean or a stallion, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember
Yeah, he was the
Francisco.
coolest, I think.
Francisco, that was it.
Yeah.
Yes, Francisco. Yes, because I have just written Fran.
Francisco.
I felt so bad when like there was like some skeletal champion or something guarding some pillar we had to touch.
Yeah.
And
Right.
like Vincent goes first and he's all trying to fight the guy and he just gets killed right there. And then Sean goes up, he's like, well, I'm just gonna run past him and touch the pillar. So he didn't have to fight this skeleton champion.
Yeah, the pussy way out. I was like, oop.
Yeah, because
like, yeah, I'm gonna do that too. I'm not gonna fight him.
Because the guy was a powerful white, and I remember that that the game creators, I don't think that they even considered that someone could run past him. That they were all like, yeah, they have to fight this badass undead knight, and like, nope, just run, touch, and run away. And he's like,
Sorry,
hey, what the fuck, man?
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, sorry by the way to you, Sean, and you, Michael, but fights in WFRP takes time, and Gustav is fighting
Dude,
for his life.
It's super cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm enjoying myself. I just think it's funny that that we were like, we gotta go do all this stuff, and then it was like, I bought a suit.
Yeah. We need to find Garina and Golden Triangle. Let's buy some clothes. Anyway,
Hey,
I think
don't make fun of our date.
Yeah. I think we have new round, right, Gustav?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, so, no, sorry, yeah, it is new round, and you've just knocked your enemy out with a single strike from your staff to his head. He falls to the ground, but even so, you can see that this man is only dazed, not out. That's why he only is out for a single turn.
Stomp on his throat.
Of course, remember that he's now prone, and he, actually, I'm going to roll this with agility. And he lost the grip on his weapon. Now, but right now, you also hear behind you the invocation coming from the mage, and let's see if anything happens. Do D10. No. And you can hear that at the very end, there's this note of irritation in his voice, like something didn't work out. And his enemy will try and stab him. He right now only has minus 20% from the hit. Actually, I think he just managed to strike him in the head. Because they have...
Oh no!
Yeah, but the mage can still defend himself. He has the staff, which has the defensive quality, and he did. No, he. Wait. Yeah, he did, just barely. But you hear the clash of weapons behind you, Gustav. As the fight for the as you fight for your life. Now, you without any rolls, you can hear commotion nearby. You can hear people like running through the through the corridors between the bookshelves. They are converging on the sound of the of the battle, of the fight. What are you doing? Your enemy lies down in front of you, dazed. You are standing over him. What is your plan?
Can I kick his dagger away
Mhm.
and kind of hold my staff over and ready to strike if he moves?
You can. I would say that kicking his dagger is a fast action, so it doesn't even use your full action. You can try and knock him out again if you want. Like, mm, make it last longer if you wish to.
Okay, yeah.
And
I'll do that then.
I will give him penalties actually for that
So you
because
can't carry.
yeah, because exactly he's laying prone. So yeah. So you have
Do I get a modifier to hit?
yes, you have plus 30%, which is the best possible bonus in this game. Because he's prone and you have bonuses, so yeah, plus 30%.
Alright.
You guys want to give him
I
luck?
hit the guy that's laying still.
Do it. Yeah, I'll give him a look.
Oh, I do have a yeah. Okay, yeah. I'll use
Yes.
Big Brother's luck.
Yeah, all right.
Give Lambert luck.
Thanks, buddy.
Luck of the small.
You've passed. With plus 30%, I think you've passed, right?
Plus 30 would make it 51. No, yeah, 51.
So you failed.
Yeah, I failed.
All right. You actually struck the man, but your blow slid off, like your staff slid off his silver mask, and struck the luxurious, thick rug under your feet. Sadly, you hear, the angry voice of. I forget the man's name for some reason. Corbinian. Corbinian. Yeah. You hear the angry voice of Corbinian, and as he says, "Enough of this," and he just unleashes the power. So first, channeling test. He passed, and now magic missile time. No, Corbinian, no! Yes. Corbinian, no. Corbinian, yes. So let's see. Magic missile is the basic skill of every. I mean, basic spell for every wizard, and it is. Let's just see. It's 6, so minus 2, 4. So I'm going to roll, of course, 2d10. Yeah, and he unleashes the power. D100. 40. We don't reverse the roll when using magic missiles of any kind. So it goes to the man's hand. He already lost 3 hit points. And now. Actually, I'm lazy, but I think for our next game, I will simply bring my books to the table because I'm using PDFs and.
Yeah, I think it can be kind of hard.
Monkey.
Yeah, physical books are better.
Superior.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he has murderous missile. So this is cool for if I recall correctly for criticals. So 1d10. Whoa, nice. And it's 11 total. 11 damage total towards the man's arm. And I don't think that the man's arm is covered in any way.
It breaks his arm.
Probably.
You already had -3, right?
Sorry, what?
He already had -3 from.
Yeah, he had
Thorn.
-3. So he actually has a single point on his arm. So 11 minus 4 is 7. Yeah, you hear behind you, Gustav, this like whoosh of air, of sucked air, and then you hear an impact of something. You're not really sure what it is, and a scream of pain from not from the wizard, but from the man attacking him. And you know, you do know that this Jade Magister, he simply probably had enough. Oh, actually, sorry, he one more point of damage. Yeah, so note that the man in question, it was 8 plus 3 plus 1, so for 12 points minus. Yeah, note that he's on his last hit point. The man behind you. And with that, the man behind you runs away. I mean, the fighting wizard. He has enough. You hear him, "Fuck this, I'm out!" He's like just bolting in the opposite direction. Meanwhile, the man in front of you, you know, he also gets up, you know, looks at you. This is a single action, by the way, of course. He says, "She's gonna get ya," and he turns away and, you know, starts limping away from you. And now we have another round. Gustav, what are you going to do?
I'm gonna try and knock that guy out again.
So you're yeah, because he's not running yet. So you can approach and strike him if you want. He doesn't have any weapon.
Okay.
So you also have plus 30% because you are attacking an unarmed opponent completely. And yeah, that's if that's what you want to do, then please. He also has yeah, you go for the head. All right. He will try and dodge, honestly, because that's what he can do. And he manages to dodge just in time. He actually practically, you know, felt that you are going to strike him. And you know, and as he dodges your blow, he just tries to run away. But then you also you know, hear Corbinian shouting from behind you, "Stop immediately!" And you know, he tries to once again unleash the power. First by channeling. Channeling is for intelligence, if I recall correctly. No, sorry, willpower, I think. He passed, barely, but he passed. And then he uses, yeah, he fires the like to the left side of your head, Gustav. A stream of green emerald energy flashes past and hits the man square in the head. In the back of the head. Oh fuck.
Sweet.
Is this at the guy I was fighting or at the guy Corbinian was fighting?
Yeah, the guy
that you were fighting, and I just fucking killed him. Reroll.
With head off.
He passed. One more time, D10.
It was a mercy kill.
Yeah, you see that the stream of the green energy obliterated the man's head and his entire shoulders. He just like there's the energy went into him. He like fumbled the step, like took a few steps, 1, 2, 3 steps, you know, forward, and then he just pooped, like he exploded from the inside, spraying blood, brains, and shards of bone in all directions, and just falling to the ground. And at this time,
oh God,
yeah. And at this time, from behind the corner in front of you, a bunch of students and porters emerge. You know, we heard the sounds of ah!
Fucking, that's right. Fucking.
Johannes and Lambert, you've Lambert, you went down to fetch Finron. to fetch Finron. Sorry. You find him behind the bar, of course. He just poured a large.
Be right back. My bed's screaming.
Yeah, he just poured a large mug of ale to one of his patrons. He looks at you, nods. Lambert, he says.
Yo.
He
Sorry. I'm currently eating.
Yeah.
I'm currently eating a chocolate cherry. Give me a second.
He tilts his head slightly to the side and says, "Yo."
All right. Lambert
Yes, that's your name.
proceeds to lift up a one of the letters
Mm-hmm.
and says aloud, "I need you to listen to this and tell me your thoughts."
All right. Can I see it?
No, I'd rather read it.
Is it dangerous? He says.
I don't think anybody who wrote this is going to get laid.
All right, he says with a slight smile.
Hey, girl, what you wearing tonight? I see you in that tight blouse, and I want to blast my hot cum between your massive titties. They call them the two towers. They call them the two towers of Altdorf, but I'm gonna make them crumble with my hard cock.
Okay.
The patrons.
I can't wait to see you fumbling around like a initiate scribe at the 8 towers of the colleges of magic. Those 8 towers being the hard cocks of my 8 boys as we rail your ass into a new age.
The patrons to your left.
I'm gonna drown you in a deluge of cum like the floods drowning Stirland during the summer rains.
Oh my god. There's this.
You think you'll be full after we're done with you, but we're gonna fill you up like a halfling feast on Pie Day. Cream Pie Day, that is.
Oh god.
Oh my god. There's this silence from Finron, as well as the 2 patrons to your left and right. One of them, a burly-looking man, some kind of a docker perhaps. He just nods his head and says, "Nicely written, man." Finron looks at you. Well, except for the vulgarity and vulgarity, I mean it's very human. If that's
all right. Well, Finron, here's the other side of that.
I can't wait, he says, and pours himself a mug.
And I just flick a silver over to Finron. I was like, "Get those 2 some drinks."
Mm-hmm. He also pours them another drink.
She replied, and I open her letter.
Mm-hmm.
I have no idea what it says. It's you just said it was weird.
It's like a sex letter written by ChatGPT. I think
All
that's the best comparison.
I
can think
ChatGPT.
of. Yeah.
I would like to put on my best voice for it. And oh man, what's performance? What is that under?
It's fellowship.
Fellowship. I would like to try my best to read it the way it's written.
Mm-hmm. So you want to roll?
I do.
Okay. You have plus 20%.
Well, that's fantastic.
Without any problems. Yeah, you read that rather well. As you finish, you see that Finron is, furrowing his brow, and the docker that that complimented the first letter says, "Oh, I don't like this one. It sounds strange." Finron looks at you, Lambert. Well, that one definitely wasn't written by a human.
Yeah, I kind of thought as much. I wanted to ask somebody else who's not human what their thoughts were.
let me tell you, friend Cherryheart, that this letter sounds like it was written by someone trying to sound human, who most definitely is not human. I would... Well, I mean, I don't think a dwarf has written it. I mean...
I don't think a dwarf could use such eloquent words, man.
The dwarves can't use words in general. Well, I mean, they can barely use them, he says, with this rather, pouting.
Oh my god, all elves are assholes.
Yeah. With this rather unpleasant look on his face. I don't think it's also your kind. You can be very expressive. You know what I mean.
Yeah, I get it.
Sometimes even more than humans. So this only leaves one species able to create such work. And he looks at you, with his piercing eyes.
An ogre.
Yes, naturally, of course. They are known for their pornographic poetry.
No, you're obviously talking about an elf.
Yes, of course we are, he says. Where did you find
Okay.
this?
I turned to Johannes. I'm just like,
Johannes stayed in his room, right?
oh, I'm sorry.
Johannes?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, you turn away, but you don't see Johannes behind you.
Because he said, wait here, I'm going to go down and get Finron.
Yeah,
and then,
exactly.
And then he took all the letters with him and read them out loud.
1 second. I run upstairs to get Johannes.
Okay, you run upstairs. Johannes, Lambert,
Yes.
panting hard, runs inside your room, holding...
Johannes, I read him the cum letter. Come quick.
Okay, I'm coming.
Gross! Okay.
Don't come in, Mom.
Don't come in before I come, right?
I'm just making the bed.
All right. Anyway, yes, I come down.
Making the bed all sticky like.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Somehow I've attracted my dog.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
It's a bit too kinky for me, bud.
Yeah. Okay, you go downstairs with Lambert. You approach the bar. Lambert, you see that the two gentlemen that were, on your sides, they're gone now. They're probably just run away screaming. So even though there are still lots of people here, Finron has probably a minute, maybe two of relative calm. You approach the bar. Finron gives you Johannes a small mug, but still a free small mug of foaming beer. He nods at you. He then looks at you, Lambert. Well, you have any more of that good stuff?
I mean, I could read the rest, but I think the other two customers ran away.
Yes, they said that they had something very urgent to do. Something about
I imagine so.
laundry or something like that. I don't know.
Wash their hair.
So, as I said before, friend Cherryheart, the latter letters, they were not written by a hand of man.
I hand him one of the reply letters that we copied, and I ask Johannes, can you explain it to him, man? Who is this girl?
Well, supposedly she's a noble woman from the south. Supposedly. Who's living in who has a house here somewhere here near the Palace of Retribution.
Finron just looks at you, and has this look of, well, yes, and.
And we think maybe she's the one that gave what's the stuff. I whisper to him that we think she's the herbalist if you will.
He says and nods. And you think that she wrote the letters?
Well, they're written in her name, so that's what I think. Yes.
Doesn't mean that she wrote them, but of course.
True.
Cheers. But of course, this can
Never
mean
had a
that she did wrote them. What's the name of the woman?
Guerina something or other.
Akner.
Akner. Yes, there you go. That's the one.
You paid her a visit yet?
No. We're waiting on appropriate attire.
I see. I see.
According to these letters, the appropriate attire is a skin suit.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, if this will help, I mean, says Finron. Do you know where she lives?
We just know that she lives near the Palace of Retribution, and we were on our way there.
Strange place to live nearby. Palace of Retribution is rightly shunned by most Altdorfers. It is a place of ill repute. Then again,
yeah, well,
then again, it is close to the Palace of the Emperor, so any property there is very valuable, only really available to nobility and the highest level merchant classes. So what do you want to do now? You got the letters.
Oh, we're gonna go extort her.
well, extort is such a harsh word.
All right, we're gonna go blackmail her.
No, we're going to trade information.
We're gonna go withhold information in exchange for monetary or other information gains.
You see, Finron narrows his eyes slightly. You do know that making threats towards the nobility in the Empire is punishable by death, right?
Not if we lie to them and say we're working on behalf of the Empire.
No, we're not even doing that. We're just we're just.
So you do not only want to extort her, you also try to pretend that you are working for the for the government.
Finron.
Hey,
No.
he puts two hands up. Hey, I didn't say that I'm not all for this plan, right? Just be careful, he says. But I love it.
I love it because you're doing it.
I mean, do you need any help with that?
No, I mean I just wanted to read this like raunchy ass letter. Honestly, I'm kind of on board with like if you need me to clear out the room at the end of the night, if I just get up on stage and give a little dance and read this shit, I'm pretty sure I could do it every night.
Yes, but I'm afraid that if you are going to read this shit, as you so eloquently put it, to my patrons, then they will probably burn my establishment down. Or it will get a just repute of a place supporting poor artists. No offense, Lambert, of course.
I know, read it at a brothel.
Much better, thank you, he says. You
know who would get a kick out of this? Where's Marla?
Yeah, at this point, from your left, you guys hear, "Hey guys!" And you see that Marla with this like piece of cloth that's because you see that she's drenched in sweat from all the hard work. So she she put this bandana on her head that helps with sweat. She looks at you. It's clear that she's very tired, but also rather happy. Hey guys, how's it going? Lambert, Johannes?
It's going great.
Awesome.
It's going real good.
I'll have my break in like 10 minutes. Maybe we can eat something together. Where's Gustav?
He's at the library.
Yeah, he wanted to be a nerd.
She like rolls her eyes. Oh yeah, of course he is. Oh. The man.
He's gonna show up fucking dead next time.
I should tell him.
No, he's gonna be alive.
I should tell him next time that maybe he want to marry a book. Anyway,
Your picture will last longer.
yeah, for sure. And the divorce is much easier.
It's a lot easier to spread those open.
And she just
Oh.
punches you in the shoulder, but you know, playfully, like, you pig. Hey, boss,
I'm saying,
can I
she
have
punches you where your shoulder would be if you were a human, so she punches you in the face.
Yeah.
Yep.
She looks at Finron. Hey, boss, can I have my break in 10 minutes? I could eat something with the guys here. And he says, no problem. So, you wait 10 minutes, boys? She asks.
Yeah, we'll hang out. And...
Oh, or why not? We've already wasted an hour.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Hey, Lambert, what is that you have in your hand, those letters? Something important?
Yeah, I mean, if you want to wait until your break, we can go over the letters.
Yeah, awesome. So, in 10 minutes, I'm going back to work. See ya. And she, you know, took the tray, took the rag, and you know, once again returned to working.
Guys, I turned back to like Fenron and Johannes. I'm like, guys, these might be too dirty for Marla.
In all honesty, says Finron, they are too dirty for. Well, I'd say that they would be too dirty even for prostitutes from Tobaro, and they were known for doing everything, including the feet thing.
Codes.
You know,
Dirty Sanchez.
Footsies?
Cleveland Steamer.
Rusty Venture.
So yeah, he says.
Alabama Hot Pie.
Wait, is it
Kentucky Hot Brown.
Is it called
That's just a sandwich.
Alabama Hot Pocket?
No, there's a Hot Pocket for every state, but like Kentucky Hot Brown and Alabama Hot Pie are just sandwiches.
Okay.
That sound like a bad thing.
Yeah.
A Chicago sunroof is taking a shit through somebody's sunroof.
What was that? The Rusty Venture from Venture Brothers? Everyone had a different definition. It's like, no, it's where you take a shit on your lover's back and you get it off of them without using your hands.
Oh God.
There's also the Angry Dragon. I really need to name an inn after that one.
Yeah.
Anyway, you know, Finron is like, well, in that case, I need to get back to work or something, anything.
Yeah, go mingle with the cleaner people.
Yeah, thank you. I will bring you your food in 10 minutes.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Speaking of which, are we wrapping up here?
In 10 minutes, can we like take 10 more minutes, Sean? Or
Yeah, no, of course.
Okay. Gustav, yeah, you are standing in front of a group of people who are standing in front of you, but more importantly, in front of a corpse, literally blown apart from, you know, shoulders up, including the shoulders. Nearby bookshelves and books, of course, are also splattered with gore, as well as the rug. You turn around and you see that that the Jade Wizard, he looks strange. I mean, he is hurt. The man that ran away stabbed him lightly with the knife, but the wound, of course, is rather more superficial. That said, his left hand is. It looks like he can't put it down. It's extended to the front with fingers splayed, and he looks in a very irritated way at it, you know. And of course, when the people see that, when they see him aiming the hand at them, they're like, ah! And they all run away in the opposite direction.
Are you okay?
Yes, I've lost control. The etheric energy froze my limb in place. It will return to normal in some time. Gustav.
You're not going to shoot any more of those green energy blasts out of your hand, are you?
No, I used it to. I mean, and you see that he has this rather apologetic look on his face. I was just hoping to stab the man, but I mean, I used too much power, and well. Gustav, my suggestion is that you leave this place immediately. Unless you want to be questioned, I will deal with the repercussions.
Where can I find you again?
Jade College. You can ask for me there. I will make sure that the guards will let you in. If you will need any help, don't hesitate. And be careful.
Thank you. You as well.
Be careful. Those men were after you, not me. One of them managed to run away. Take this, and you see that he really can't put the hand down. It's like frozen. But with his staff, he points to the knife that you kicked away. Take this with you. It might help you.
Okay, I grab the dagger and I put it under my...
You grab the dagger and you almost feel... You try to suppress a shudder of disgust. The dagger lies in your hand very well. Too well. It's almost like it was meant for your hand. It has this long curved blade, which is serrated to one side. The handle itself is, banded in leather. You hope that it's animal leather, but you're honestly not sure. And at the end of the hilt, there's this open snake-like maw made from some kind of, you think, stone, maybe dark metal. You're not really sure. The blade is very light, extremely light even. Of course, there's no... you can search the dead man if you want, very quickly. You think you still have time for a quick strip search. If not, then you simply need to put the dagger behind your belt, because, there's no sheath. What do you want to do, Gustav?
I'm gonna search real quick.
Okay, you want to search the man real quick. The wizard doesn't say anything. He actually... you see that he is actually glancing in the other direction.
I need to find out who attacked us.
Yeah. So roll me a search test. If you want... Yeah, okay. I want to give you minus penalty, but even with minus penalty, you've passed. So, first of all, you find a purse. The purse contains 11 shillings, so you can take them if you want.
Okay.
You have the sheath for the dagger, of course, so you can take it from the man's belt. He had light armor under the student's clothing, very cunningly, hidden. And
I want that.
sorry, what?
I kind of want that.
Well, I mean the armor is destroyed. Like the wizard
Okay.
blew him in such a way that it's useless. And besides, you would need to unstrip the man. And I assume that you want to do this all very quickly before more people arrive, because you know that more people will arrive here. Tattoos? Yes, there are tattoos. The man has several of them. Some of them rather explicit, showing naked mermaids with very large ample breasts. Some of them are classical empire tattoos, like the cross of the empire, symbolizing the unity of the realms of man. There are of course some nonsense-looking tattoos, like some flowers or skeletons, stuff like that. But you also notice one thing. You see a very familiar-looking tattoo on his on the underside of his left forearm. You know which one.
Same one Gaston had.
Yeah, exactly that. You see that tattoo, and it is of all that you've seen on him, it looks like it's the freshest one, like it's the one made most recently. When you saw that, just right after you saw that, you hear the Jade Magister hissing, "Get moving, Gustav. The guards are returning, and in force."
I'm gonna take off and I'm gonna throw my Shally investment back over my shoulders.
And then you quickly move away. hugging the bookshelves, like maybe not running but moving very quickly away from the scene of the carnage. Probably also, being on alert for any more potential assassination attempts at your person, essentially. Fortunately, the library, as I mentioned before, is so large and so vast that a single person doesn't really have any problems with avoiding, possible pursuit or even attention. And very quickly you reach the main hall, the one with the desk. Of course, lots of the students have been ushered by the guards under the walls, and you hear them asking, "What's going on in there? We've heard fighting. We've heard crying, and what is happening? Silence! This is the library. Be quiet, young people. Stay in your places. Don't make this harder than it already is for us." The guards are clearly, of course, very agitated and very nervous about the whole thing. That said, they also don't block anyone from exiting the library. So I guess that you simply exit the library, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You go outside to the campus of the University of Altdorf. Funnily enough, the Great Library is actually a public library, but since it's connected to University of Altdorf, it is considered a university library as well. That's pretty convoluted stuff. And we will end this here. Alright. So, for everyone's game today, everyone gets... This is probably our last game of the year, so I will give everyone 80 points for the game.
Ooh.
10 points for your characters. For your religion, Gustav, you have 10 points because you've RP'd your religion very nicely today. Johannes?
My religion. I don't think I did anything.
Place of birth too, right?
Well, he gave us 80 for the game and 10 for the character.
Yeah, 10 for the character.
Okay.
And you get 10 for your religion, Gustav. Yeah, Johannes, I don't think you were Sigmar enough. Then again, you didn't have
No, I didn't do anything.
Okay.
I did have many opportunities?
No, you didn't have. That's the thing.
Yeah,
You
okay.
didn't have. Yeah. No,
Okay.
I mean, no.
Sigmar.
Lambert, what about you?
I haven't done anything religious this session. I do want to point out, though, for the only person in this group that has kind of caught on to my crisis of faith is Gustav.
Okay, that's true.
So I haven't really been bringing up Queensberry as much.
Mm-hmm.
I've been more charitable with my money, and I've been kind of I might be changing religion.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Yeah.
Losing my religion.
Nice. Very well. Very well. Well, I hope that it pays out if you will change it eventually. But yeah, I see that you are starting to move away from Queensberry and towards, I don't know, Sharia. Yeah, or probably run out. Yeah, exactly. And star signs, Gustav.
The dancer. When I was in the fight, I said, "Who wants to dance?"
Nice. Okay. Yeah. I can give you 5 points for that. Okay. Johannes?
Well, I didn't get to do it, but in my explanation of how I was gonna deal, like, I'll give you this if you give me that, was what I was trying to do with the Piper kind of thing. Is trying to make deals with people.
Okay. Is this how the Piper works, actually?
I thought that was what it was.
Okay.
That's my star sign. Let me look at it again. I thought the Piper was about being a deal maker. unless I'm totally
diplomatic, cunning, shady. Yeah, that's true. Okay, 10 points for you, of course.
Sweet.
Lambert, what about your star sign?
Wyman the Anchorite. Caution.
Yeah.
I was very much on the fence of like, let's have a plan.
Mm-hmm.
Let's have a backup for that plan and a backup for the backup. Also, let's make sure that you look like the thing you're trying to pretend to be. Yeah.
Very nice. 10 points, of course, which is max, of course. Yeah, exactly. Very well done. You're dooming, Gustav. Your doom.
Thou shalt suppeth from the cup of corruption. I said, if there's time to drink with these bohemians, there's time to save lives.
Nice. Cool interpretation. I can give you 10 points for that. Yeah, that's pretty well done. You could have easily, I think, integrated the whole death part. The dead guy and his gear that you were taking. You were essentially sucking from the cup of corruption, right? Taking his stuff.
Sort of.
Yeah, I think so. But
Yeah.
I mean, the part about the Bohemians was also very well. Johannes, what about you?
I not the ribbon nor feather wear, yea, the peacock is thine enemy.
Yeah,
I finally
10
got
points, 10
eye
points.
clothes.
10 points for the dress, like
The
basic.
drab.
Yeah, basic, gray and black, but still very well made. I love it. Yeah, very well done. Lambert, what about you?
Thy tongue shall be thy undoing, and I
10 points. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, 10 points for the very dirty talk at the bar. Very nice.
Like the eight towers of the colleges of magic.
Yeah.
My friends, 8 hard cocks are gonna rail you, rail you like a nervous initiate.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Just like Magnus the Pious ordained.
Yes.
Okay, so did anyone had any ideas that pushed the scenario forward? Actually, push the scenario forward.
Not so much an idea as finding the letters to not be by human hand gives us an idea that this is one, an outsider operating behind the scenes, but two, possibly an outsider to the empire as a whole.
True, that's true, and I think I will give you 5 points for that. You and Johannes, since you are translating the letters and you discovered that. I think that's fair.
So I get 5 points to you?
Yeah, because you've helped with that.
Yes.
So
No, that's a D.
that's it. Yeah. So anyway, I think that's the points for today. For now, Gustav, you had your 3 notes or not? Not yet.
This is the first one.
This is the first one.
Yeah.
Okay. So after
I had my 3 last time.
Okay. So you added 30 points to your character sheet, yes?
No, I forgot to, so I'll add it this time.
So remember, after 3 notes, you get 30 XP bonus.
Nice.
Gustav, take care of Marla's character. Remember, she gets half of what you get.
Okay.
Just like Gennaro, and you can upgrade her in any way. Just let it make sense. But I know that that you take care of that. Like you've messaged me about her being a potential future herbalist, herbal specialist. Yeah. So now, in 2 weeks it's 17th. After that, it's 24th. I don't know. We are trying anything this year, or are we just saying fuck it and we return next year January?
The 17th would be doable, but I don't know about everybody else.
I mean, I can without any problems, but it's up to you guys.
The 24th is definitely out.
No.
Yeah.
24th and 31st are out.
You know what sucks this year, though? I'm working on Christmas Eve.
I used to do that a few times. By the way, yeah, I used to have my late night, shifts in TV. So yeah.
I mean, I think I can do it. I don't know if oh man, thing doing? Yeah, I think I can do it.
Okay. Brian?
And I should be able to get Andrew up to snuff on that.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
I think I can too.
Okay, so for now, let's try and make our last session on 17th. If Andrew joins
Alright.
us, it will be all the better. Ideally, I would like for his character to know one of you guys to make it easier.
I am all. If he's doing a dwarf, I'm already pretty thick with the dwarves of the Empire.
Okay.
Like
awesome.
dwarves of Altdorf. I
Awesome.
gained a lot of respect in that tavern.
Okay. yeah, that's true. Okay, so.
So are we getting another dwarf slayer?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
fuck yes. Fuck.
Slayers, you know
Just
those.
like, hey, I heard from another Slayer that there's a halfling around here who likes to almost die.
The first time they fail a fear test, every dwarf has to become a slayer, basically. So
yeah. Okay, so we see each other or hear each other on 17th. Thank you guys for the game. It was very cool as usual.
notes are up.
Notes are up. Awesome. I will create another document soon. And yeah, just one more quick thing. Tell me, what do you guys? How do you guys like Warhammer for now? Like, are you satisfied? Is
Oh, I'm loving
cool?
this.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a good campaign.
Yeah. Sean, you too? Everything fine?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know it's a pretty different from the usual Warhammer campaigns, like, you know, with adventuring, fighting chaos, stuff like that. But if you get bored by this thing, tell me, and we can arrange something else. Okay?
Yeah.
No, I'm into it.
And also, oh yeah. go
Yeah,
ahead.
sorry. I just want to say that for me, this kind of scenario, the fact that we are playing this more realistic and, you know, down to earth and normal stuff is fantastic. I love it. Like, I miss this kind of
Fighting
I
is the
never
last
played
resort.
this kind of game before. So
This is basically just WAD with WFRP.
yeah, pretty much. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
If you need to pick my brain, or I guess Andrew Dyer's brain as well, on some Appalachian stuff, bud, just give me a call.
I will. I've talked to Andy today, but I will also talk with you, Michael, later on, definitely.
Yeah, shoot.
I could use someone. Some more info. Brian, you were saying something before? Sorry, because I.
Oh, I forgot what I was saying.
Okay. So in that case.
It's been important.
Okay. So in that case, I'll hear from you guys later. Take care. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Take care.
Good game.
Good game.
Yeah, good game.